you said aggressiveness and is it chaotic conditions of the livestock. But my question before you provided this answer was, before going out into the field in Kanilai, did the agency, by agency here now, I mean the entire agency, but specifically you and the team that you went with on this exercise and in Kanilai, did you sit to decide what mechanisms or what criteria or even tools you will use to tag and value these animals?
Yes, initially we thought that we will do tagging, but as I said, when we went there the first day, we learned that that was not feasible.
Yeah, Mr. Cham, so you did two things when you went out into the field, or you were supposed to do two things when you went out in the field. You were supposed to value, so you were supposed to tag and then value the livestock. My question is, before going out into the field, did the agency decide what mechanisms, tools, and the criteria it will use when it goes out into the field to value these animals?
Yes, this is what I'm saying.
Yes.
We went there with the intention of tagging the animals, but when we arrived, we started tagging the animals, and we aimed at the suckling cows first, because they were separated. But when we attempted to do the other ones, it was chaotic. So that's why we had to adopt another method.
Okay. So, Mr. Cham, let me break this down. What tools were used to tag the animals? Or what tools did the agency intend to use before going to the field to tag the animals?
Ear tags.
Ear tags?
Yeah, and tag applicator.
Okay, how is this used?
The applicator is just like a
Sorry, Mr. Cham, you can lean back, it's fine,
okay.
But just pull the mic to the edge of the table.
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you, sorry.
So that you can lean back very well.
The applicator.
Okay. Yes, you can continue.
Yeah, the applicator is just like a player sort of, and you fix the ear tag there, and somebody has to restrain, or sometimes two people, depending on the type of animal, to restrain the animal, and you pull out the ear, and then you clip it, and then remove the applicator, and the tag remains on the ear, and you record it.
Okay, that's clear now. So when it came to valuing the livestock, what tools did the agent intend to use before going out into the field to value the livestock?
Based on their face value, physical appearance, because that is standard throughout the sub-region. Animals are not weighed for marketing. You assess the physical appearance of the animal and you bargain. That's the same standard that is used throughout the sub-region.
These standards that are written, set in place by a body across the sub-region, or is this just an informal standard that the agency has decided to accept and utilize?
No, this is the norm, and this is what is practical. You don't go anywhere in the sub-region. In the market you find weigh animals and selling them based on their life weight. So you go to Senegal here, Mauritania, it's bargaining. You, based on the visual appearance of the animal, you bargain. Willing seller, willing buyer, you agree, you pay, you take your animal.
Well, Mr. Cham, this was not a matter of bargaining between vendor and purchaser.
Yeah.
It was a matter of an independent agency giving professional advice to a commission of inquiry on value of livestock to be sold. So why didn't the agency use scales or other methods to determine the value of these livestock? And before you answer, I just want to avert your mind to section 14. I know you said you know the act very well, so section 14F of the Gambia Livestock Marketing Agency Act, which states that the functions of the agency are to introduce the use of livestock weighing scales and bands for determining live weight of marketed animals destined for slaughter and prices. So my question again is, how or why did the agency use scales or any other tools rather than eyeballing the livestock to give prices?
You know, even that particular section will very soon come to the National Assembly. We have already agreed to amend it. It's going to come into the National Assembly very, very soon. Our act was dated back in 2008. It has to be amended. Everything has been done by the AG chambers. It's now, we have written to the ministry. It has to go through the cabinet.
Yes, Mr. Cham, that is the intention of the agency, but now we're talking about the agency at the time in 2017.
This thing has never been applied. This weighing thing has never been applied by the agency. It's not feasible. It's not applicable. This thing was an executive directive. It was an act. The president saw it and asked us to buy these weigh scales. We all knew it will not work. The board then, ignored it. After some time, he made pressure. They bought it, but it did not work, and there are good reasons why it did not work. I went to a sub-regional workshop in Senegal. When I told them that our president is going to buy weighing scales, we are even sit if you want to buy it, or goat. He even said chicken. You have to weigh. Those people they laughed at us. They say you are just wasting your money. Because the reasons are obvious. So it has never been used, and we have not been using scales. Because these animals are going to be sold. All right? You cannot, produce an animal, buy an animal on based on its life weight, that is going to be sold on its face value. Price, you cannot control one end and leave one end open.
What is the open end?
If you price livestock based on life weight, that's control. You are controlling the price. This man goes to the market and people start bargaining. So people start bargaining to buy. It's not weighing. So that one is open. That's free market. You just wait for a willing buyer to come and buy. It's not going to weigh. There are no weigh scales in the market. So you cannot determine the price of an animal based on the weight at Kalilai. You expect somebody to go and buy that and go and sell it somewhere in a free market.
Mr. Cham, can you please explain to the committee why the agency willfully acts or willfully acted against the provisions of its act, the establishing act, by not weighing the animals? And also kindly explain why it is not standard to weigh animals before putting value to them.
Okay, let me start with the first. You said we've willfully, I don't know. Right now, we don't have any functional scale. There's no functional scale in the agency. These scales were purchased in 2011, and they are electronic. Even when they came newly, we attempted to test them in the field. That's where the problem started. We ended up using car batteries, buying car batteries to operate them. They were not efficient. Sometimes if you start weighing an animal, if you weigh the first animal, second animal, maybe this one will give you 200 kilos. The second animal will give you 250. The third animal will weigh to give you 700 kilos. You know, that is not realistic. Now you try to regulate the scale. It will take you hours before you regulate it. We've had those problems. Farmers told us categorically that they don't have the time. One is against the principles of free market. You buy an animal based on the live weight, based on using foreign currency. You travel with the animal to come here, and we are asked to sell it at this particular price. One, that was discouraging. Two, if you bring animals to the market, I hope I'm answering.
Yes, please go ahead.
If you bring animals, that's one. Two, if you bring your animals to the market and insist that every animal has to be weighed, there's a possibility that one animal can be weighed 10 times without not being bought. Because I'm a free buyer, I come and weigh this animal. You tell me price, I say I cannot pay. Somebody comes, you have to weigh. Other people are waiting. Lumos are time bound. All lumos in the Gambia are time bound. Nobody has the time to weigh all those rams, all those sheep on one scale. Secondly, there is no law prohibiting business taking place between a willing buyer and a willing seller. So you have the option of going and bargain and you buy and go. So that's how those scales collected, their electronic batteries, their life, how do you call it? The lifespan of the batteries expired and nobody used them again. And if you go to Senegal, Mali, Mauritania, in their livestock markets, you'll never find a scale. It's not feasible. So it's not that deliberately is not the scale. It is not being used in livestock marketing nowadays.
Mr. Cham, again, I am going to remind you, we're not talking about a livestock market, for example, Abuko, or where you've mentioned Farafenye, where buyers are coming. We're talking about a specific exercise where the agency was chosen to advise the Commission of Inquiry on value of the livestock, to tag and to value. My issue here is, why didn't the agency, or what, actually my first question was, which you failed to answer, was what tools did the agency use to place value on these livestock? Okay,
based on this,
and you said you eyeballed based on observation.
Yeah, the physical appearance, the body condition, and all those things.
Yes. So my question is, why didn't the agency decide to use scales or other tools to find a definitive value for these animals? And you said you had scales that were destroyed because they're electronic, that malfunctioned, sorry.
We have no functional scales.
Yes, but didn't the agency try to get manual scales?
Nowadays, that's what they, before they order these ones, they try to start from manual scales in the market. Those are outdated. They couldn't get it, as I understand. That's why they ordered the electronic ones.
Mr. Chan, when you say they ordered, who ordered these scales? Or who was responsible for ordering these scales?
The then Director General.
Of the agency?
Yes.
Very well. So even before going into the field, the agency had already decided that the only criteria or the only tool it was going to use to place value on the livestock was the eye observations of the members or the staff of the agency that went into the field. That's it? That was all agreed upon by everybody in the agency or the management of
the physical assessment?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Because that's what we do. Even when we go out to purchase animals, that's what we do. Based on physical appearance and assessment, we pay and we bring our animals. That's what we do.
Was this communicated to the commission before going into the field?
No.
If the agency goes into the field, it's just going to eyeball the animals and then...
No, they told us that they want us to assist them to estimate the price of the animals. So when we went there, that's what we advised them, that we are going to, as the norm, we are going to price the animals based on their body size and physical appearance.
This was communicated to the commission?
No, I mean, when you say, how do you call it? Quran. We are working with Quran on the ground.
Before, my question is, before going to the field, did you inform the commission through Mr. Kurang or through the lead counsel that when you get to the field, you're just going to eyeball the livestock and give it a price?
No. When it asked us that we want you to help us estimate the price of the livestock, we agreed, because that is the norm. That is the only thing we do. Our animals are not great.
Okay, very well. So please, can you explain in detail to the committee what it is that you normally look for when you're eyeballing an animal, in this case these cattle, to place value on them?
Yeah, most importantly, if it's for meat, you look for the body condition.
Sorry, I'm asking specifically with the cattle that was valued was tagged and valued.
Yes.
With the commission.
Yeah.
That the agency tagged and valued with the commission.
First of all,
what criteria did you use?
The body size. The body size. All right.
Okay.
You can also assess the health of the animal, whether there are any visible signs of disease, whether the animal is emaciated, whether there is loss of weight. Well, if you are going to slaughter the animal for beef, all right, you have to look at the muscle cover, around the thigh, the rump and all those things. You have to look for all that, because that is going to give you enough weight that if the slaughter you get maximized your meat output. All right? For females, whether these people have outlived their usefulness for breathing, whether they are emaciated or they are sick, and their size. You look at all that, because normally an eye, when you see something good, nobody tells you whether this thing is good or bad. And if you have been doing it, for example, somebody who has been buying animals, you know the size of the animal, you know the weight of the animal, you definitely know that if I buy this animal at 10,000, I can sell it at 15,000. If I buy it at 20,000, even if I slaughter it as a butcher, I'll get a maximum profit of 5,000 or 6,000. So you can determine all that. People with experience can determine all that on the animal, why it is alive. So you look at different type of parameters.
All right, Mr. Cham. From your explanation right now, it's causing me to think that whatever it is that the agency was doing in the field with the commission could have been done by any random cattle seller in the country.
Yeah, I mean,
isn't it?
An experienced dealer.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do it. This is why we co-opted somebody. Because, okay.
So are you telling the committee that the agency did not really have the expertise that was required by the commission to tag and value these animals?
We can tag. Tagging is the technical thing. As I told you, valuation is a specialized and professional area of marketing. We have not trained valuer. We have no experience in valuer. Even during the past regime, when we have a request to purchase animals, we hire the services of these dealers to accompany us to assess the animal's body weight and pay according to the price that the animal is valued.
So you're confirming that the agency did not have the capacity to value?
No, I will not shy away from saying that.
Was this communicated to the commission, either to the secretary or the lead counsel or even to the commissioners themselves?
No, it was not.
Why was this not communicated?
Because this was prompt when she called us. This was promptly arranged, and as I told his investigators, during the past regime, we are doing this. Okay? We were doing this by using this strategy. Now, when this government comes, they assign us, we say we cannot do it, we don't have the capacity. How will they see us? People who are paying our salary, sponsoring our activities and everything. Well, we are doing it for that particular government, but we are using these dealers to help us. Now this government comes, help us, we say no, we don't have the capacity.
You could have told them, yes, we will do it, but we don't have the expertise and we usually co-opt outsiders. Why was this not communicated? When in fact the agency decided to go and use an outsider. Why was this not communicated to the commission?
All the ones we did before, we are done perfectly.
With outsiders?
Yes. The former president, you cannot, such assignments, you cannot joke with them. Because you will go and buy an animal from point A. Next week, he will send and find out whether that animal was that amount that you bought it for. And throughout his tenure, we did, I can say, there has never been an issue between us and him. We bought 500 cattle from Mauritania, all through this same mechanism that I'm telling you. We bought 2,000 rounds for him, through the same, and several other times, we used these dealers to help us in bargaining to get a realistic price, and we come and deliver them. So that's why we said, okay, let's use the same method.
Mr. Cham, I acknowledge the fact that you said you did not dare go to the president and say we lack this expertise, so you co-opt a third party into the agency to do this valuation. Maybe you had security concerns, am I correct? At the time the president was here?
No.
The former president was here?
Not out of fear per se, but we thought he wanted something, all right? And we can help him get that something by co-opting somebody, even whereas, because he knows it. He knows those dealers, he gives them money, he pays them per year, he knows them. It doesn't mean that he doesn't know them. He knows that we co-opt these people to help us.
Okay, so if the former president was aware that you co-opted third parties, did you not think the commission also deserved to know that you were co-opting a third party?
No, like I told you, we were doing it before without any problems, without any concerns. So when this directive also came, we thought we could use the same way and do it. That's it. We thought we were doing a service like we were doing before.
So you did not think it was necessary to tell the commission that a third party was being used?
No, because we have never had an issue about co-opting people to help us in determining the price. Because like I told you, aside from my degree, I cannot go to a Lumo today in Wasu and try to bargain for a price. I may end up buying a ram, which is what, I may end up buying a ram for 10,000, which is what maybe just 5,000. Somebody has to be familiar with the market environment to make a very sound decision.
Well, Mr. Cham, before we went to lunch, I was told you we were going to get into a very tedious exercise. Just one question before we do. And I'm going to take you back to, this question is going to take you back to the early stages of this whole issue, which is the order of the High Court. right? Can you clarify or explain to this committee why it is that when the Ministry of Agriculture wrote to the agency to communicate the order, even though the order was not attached, right? The agency did not act or take any steps to obtain the order to take custody and control of these animals. But the commission wrote a letter and then a phone call, and now the agency is hands on deck, deep into the work that the commission asked to do. And then even after reporting, after the commission writing through the lead counsel, writing to the agency, and you responded, but you acted on a phone call. You stated earlier that you've never seen a copy of the commission's order that states that the agency should give advice on valuation and tagging, but you still acted. Can you explain why the agency did that?
Well, as I explained before, when we were going back and forth, then we received this letter from the commission, still holding us to contempt or accountable or something like that. It became super urgent that before we perish, we need to act, because we were following protocols, correspondence. Now the commission itself now is up. Maybe these people are even up for something, because they are writing that we have to give them an update. So that means our work, our response is long overdue. So we are sort of put at a corner now. So we wrote to explain that we could not do this because of this logistical bottleneck, but not out of reluctance or negligence or any other thing. Then the lead counsel called. So that means now this thing is, it's very urgent now, it's getting serious. So we went, and she expressed her concern. I was sitting there watching her, very calm and narrating these things, that this thing has taken a long time, losses have been incurred, and we are not prepared to take any further losses. The problems we are citing, we'll address them. We'll call this guy to address them. Are you ready to do this thing now? Obviously, I cannot say no, I'm not going to do it because I don't have a court order. So I considered, I said yes, we provided, the military can be approached and we have security and all those, we can do it. So that's how she called Quran and handed us over to Quran. So it's just, if the ministry, you see, I don't know, you are just trying to, our ministries, this is the fault of the ministry. How can, if at all the ministry did exactly what the lead counsel did, this thing could have been solved a long time ago. As a ministry, our line ministry, you write and give directive. They reply to you, they set constraints. You sit there. They reply to you, your minister is quoted, you sit there. Why can't you call summon the Director General of GLMA and say, we have given you this and this, why are you sitting there, why have you do? And they are land ministry. They have not done that. But they should have did it. Why didn't they do it?
So, Mr. Cham, you're telling this committee that you were waiting for your land ministry to coerce you into taking action.
No, but we all have our responsibilities. It's an institution. They have their institution, we have our institution. Everybody should take full responsibility in charge of what you're supposed to do. You don't need to be told that I have to work and go and tell them that yes, we wrote to you, you did not reply us. I mean, institutions don't operate like that.
Mr. Cham, you're talking about responsibility, but GLMA had a responsibility in accordance with the court order to take control and custody of the livestock. Refused to do so until the commission made a call and said, now it's time, let's place value on the livestock. So GLMA now decided to act.
Ma, we don't refuse. If you say refuse, you are.
What did you do?
You are confusing me.
I'm not confusing you because wait, Mr. Cham, I'm very concerned. Let me complete what I'm saying. I'm very concerned that the agency was written to by its line ministry through the hand of the permanent secretary to act on a court order. Yes, the order was not attached to the letter, but it was specified, and the agency did not take, apart from responding to that letter once, did not take any initiative to gather more information, to even look for the order, either from the Attorney General or even the High Court, right? And the agency did not do anything else apart from responding to that letter once. No request for meetings, nothing. But the Commission of Inquiry called, and the Commission also did not serve its order on the agency. However, with a phone call to say, come and meet me and go and place value on this livestock, the agency was ready to act and went out into the field. It's very concerning.
Well, I did not see it that way. The way I saw it was, this thing now is taking time. We are going over it. I mean, the commission is getting impatient. And we cannot sit down and wait for that. Since we have given our own side of the story, that we could not do this because of A, B, and C. Now they call us. They say, now we want to address this. Who are you to say no? We have to do it before you write to us. On the face of the lead counsel.
Mr. Cham, you know my issue here is that you seem to value the words of the lead counsel more than the High Court and your ministry.
No.
That's what I am getting from what you are saying. And I am still very concerned. Please explain to the committee what circumstances were there at the time.
If we were called the same way by the permanent secretary, we would have responded positively, the same way. But the ministry ignored all our correspondence. This lead counsel, when she wrote to us, we replied. She said she did not understand what the excuses I gave. She took her initiative and called us, so invited us to her office.
So, Mr. Cham, essentially, you're telling the committee that you place more value as an administrator with decades of experience. You place more value on meetings and phone calls rather than written correspondences.
No.
That is what I am getting from you, because you're saying, and also when you say all our correspondences, the ministry, you even wrote one letter to the ministry. Yeah. After a week or two of not receiving a reply, did it not occur to you to write to the ministry again?
No.
Or that was not important to you?
But I sent them, I even proposed things they should do, think about doing. They did not respond. And I don't know, I thought the permanent secretary is more of a more seasoned administrator than I am. I should not tell him what to do. I should not tell him what to do, definitely.
All right.
And it doesn't mean that I ignore the court order and I want to respect the...
Mr. Cham, effectively that is what the agency did. That's what you did. You ignored the court order for more than 4 months.
We are put at a corner.
From May, at least you received notification of the court order in June. You ignored the court order from June to October. And then when the commission wrote to you, you still did not act on the court order. You ignored it for 5 months.
No. As I said, it was lack of clarity. You see, everybody is trying to avoid mistakes. We could not go there without any clarification and do something that we should not have done and landed us into a bigger problem. All right? Now, for that of the lead counsel, we are put in a tight corner.
So you wanted to be put in a tight corner by your line ministry before you acted?
No. Those ones, I don't know. They don't know what they are supposed to do.
And you also did not do what you were supposed to do?
No. We know each other. This country, we know each other. So,
I don't.
Huh?
So, Mr. Cham, since you value being put in a tight corner, right, and phone calls and in-person meetings, why did you not take up that initiative and go and meet your permanent secretary of your line ministry? Why did you not? Why didn't you take up that initiative? Yes, I'm waiting for an answer.
That was very difficult for me. In those days and time, you can go there without seeing anybody.
Very well, Mr. Cham. When the agency received information of the court order, was the board of the agency ever made aware of, the board of directors, were they ever made aware of this letter that came from the Ministry of Agriculture?
Anything I do, I always copy the board chair, because the board sits quarterly. So, but the chair was copied. Any correspondence I copied to the chair.
Mr. Cham, since you stated earlier that you know the GLMA Act very well, who are the members of GLMA's board of directors?
Then or now?
According to the Act. I don't need to, you don't need to tell us the names of people who, according to the Act, tell us who the board of, yes.
Okay. You have the, okay, now as it is, we have the representative of the Gambia's Livestock Owners Association, all right? You have a representative from the consumer group. You have, no, it's okay. Then you have ex-officio members, and that includes the Director General, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Finance, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Health, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Agriculture, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Local Government, and now we have co-opted the office of the IGP. All right? And trade also, PS trade. That constitutes the, and health.
Yes,
PS
you stated health.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Cham, so this permanent secretary that wrote to you to inform you about the court order sits on the board of the agency.
Yes.
And you still did not take up the initiative. You can say, okay, in his capacity as permanent secretary, we've written, he did not reply. Didn't you try, or didn't the agency try to get the board to obtain more information from its members, especially, particularly the permanent secretary for agriculture?
I'm not even sure, but I think at that time, I'm not sure, but I think even the board was dissolved.
The board was dissolved?
I think so. If I can,
at the time?
Yeah, if I can remember very well. Because Mr. Shaw was appointed a board chair, and this was during the time of this new government, when OJ was Minister of Agriculture. Last time we had a board, because it's a new board. Jebel Shaw.
So at the time, the agency did not have a board?
I think so. I want to think
so.
A new board was constituted by OJ.
So, Mr. Cham, the oversight functions that the board was supposed to have over the agency, who was performing these functions at the time?
No. You know, as I told you, I was copying the board chair, the chairman of the board. I was saying that maybe it's during Jebel's time, because it was during the time of, there was a changeover. But you know, this thing happened late in January. All right? The new government came early January. So I think there is still a board in place. Maybe it's a new board, but it has to be during the best time.
Mr. Cham, the order was in June. You received notification of it in June.
This is what I'm saying. I said maybe the new board came around January. Because I knew that there was a change. There was a new board. There was a new board. But I'm saying that maybe this particular thing happened in June. So maybe the new board must have been in place at that time. Because you've seen that I've been copying the board, every correspondence I do copy the board chairman.
So Mr. Cham, you are not sure whether a board was in place at the time?
No, I'm recalling now.
Okay.
That a new board was constituted during OJ's time. But this could have been early, maybe it was early January.
January, which year?
2017.
Okay.
You know, because this thing was in June, and I see I was copying the board chair. So maybe after
yes.
it was after the constitution of this new board that our board there was a change. Because I can remember our chairman used to tell us that he's tired, he wants to leave, he's old, he's tired. He was not active at the end. So when this new government came, automatically, you know, I think we even have letters where we wrote to the permanent secretary to constitute a new board. I can remember even the guy we nominated to be the chair was dropped after this new government came. We nominated somebody. Mr. Sar, a nutritionist, was the one we nominated to be the chair of the board for the ministry to endorse and send it to the OP for approval. But when this ministry settled, it was not approved.
Very well, Mr. Cham, let's take a look at the table now. I should believe that the document is now opened to that page. The table should be titled Commission of Enquiry Livestock Record Sheet. Is that what you're looking at?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you can pull the document closer to you. The writing is a bit small.
And very, very long.
Yes, it's it's tedious. So, Honorable Chair, this document we're looking at is marked MOJ 8F4, second page. It starts from the second page. It's quite a long document. Okay, the committee is there? Okay, all right. Mr. Cham, this is a very long table. And if you take a look, there are about 7 columns. Each column is titled at the top. There's a serial number. There's a tag number. There's a type of livestock, sex of the livestock, estimated weight, price range, and location. This is a report generated by the Commission after the joint exercise with the agency, the tagging and valuation exercise, which the agency failed to keep a record of.
Okay.
Let's go to...
Accept the criticism.
You accept?
Yeah, I can say.
Very well. I like that. Go to number 1, please, Mr. Cham, and please read it out into the mic for the committee.
Once on the tag number.
Please just turn the mic. It can turn, yes.
On the tag number 1768. Type of livestock, cow. Sex, female. Estimated weight, 40. I see 40 kg.
Yes. Go on.
Price range.
Yes, just Mr. Cham, why are you laughing?
A cow weighing 40 kg. A cow.
Complete the line.
What a cow is. All right.
That is a question for you, actually. You should tell us. I should not be answering questions here. So after 14.
I'm sorry, yes.
No, it's okay. Just go on to the next column.
Pricing 7,200. Yes.
Location, please.
Kalilai.
Thank you very much. Mr. Cham,
Sir.
the role of the agency in this exercise with the commission was to tag and value. So my first question is, do all tags carry a serial number?
Yes.
Okay, very well. Mr. Cham, a female cow, is it possible for a female cow to weigh 40 kilos?
Impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah, and before we go any further,
Okay.
I don't know where and how these weights were generated.
Mr. Cham, that is very concerning. If you say that, I'm very, very concerned.
For me,
Considering it is the agency that was
for me,
supposed to place value on these animals.
For me, I am highly surprised. I don't know where, how and where these weights, sex, estimated weight, I don't know how and where they were generated. I don't know. So
Mr. Cham,
if you ask me, I'll just tell you based on my professional distance, but I don't know how these things were generated.
Mr. Cham, are you in disbelief of the weight and price placed on a female cow at the time? Are you in disbelief because of the market value now or even at the time in 2017? This is a cause for concern.
Because this exercise we are never undertaken on the ground. I'm not aware of any weight estimation or...
Please pull the mic, yeah.
I'm not aware of any weight estimation or sexing, weight, determination of the sex. Type of livestock, okay? Sex, female, male, this thing. That I'm not aware that this thing has taken place. Estimated weight, no weights were estimated. So I don't know how these things were generated, and not all the animals were attacked also.
Mr. Cham, this will bring me back to reporting. Yes? Mr. Cham, this is a report prepared by the former the secretary to the commission at the time, Mr. Kurang, right? And you earlier stated before we went on a break that Mr. Kurang asked you not to keep a record of the exercise that was being done.
Yes, he said that is there.
Do you now see the predicament we are in? The fact that you did not keep records, but Mr. Kurang kept record, and you are now being shocked at the content of the report generated by Mr. Kurang.
No, what I've realized now,
yes,
is that we were blindfolded for a purpose.
You were? Mr. Cham, you know, even if it means holding the mic, you can do that, because I understand you want to lean back sometimes. It's not a problem. So you can always bring the mic closer.
No, it's very shocking and very sad.
What is shocking and sad? The prices or the weight or the entire report? You know, you're still on only the first page of the report.
No, from what I've seen.
Yes.
It seems that the assignment given to us to limit us to just price estimation without determining the weights was purposeful. It is a blindfold on us.
What is a blindfold on you, on the agency? The pricing or the fact that you were asked not to keep a record?
Yes.
Okay.
Because these things I'm seeing now that we have not done, if we are given the mandate to do the value and recording, this thing would not have risen. But our hands were kept out of the recording to be able to do this. That's how I see it now. And this was not seen before. So it's a sort of, I don't know, baffling us at the beginning, blindfolding us not to know what is going to happen, but they have their own intention of, doing things. We assume that the reason why they don't want us to keep the records because for the purpose of confidentiality, it's a commission. They don't want to share their information with outsiders until they finish their work. Maybe it can land to social media or so. That's my perception at the time. But not knowing that it was done for a purpose. And we could not see that much. I could not see this angle. That I could not imagine that a commission of inquiry could do such a thing. No one will dream about this. An inquiry set up by law to find out facts and correct. In that, doing that thing, you do something, fake records or dubious things like this. So nobody will anticipate this from a commission, definitely.
Mr. Cham, can you explain further when you say fake and dubious? What exactly do you mean? Are you saying the figures for number 1 on this table is?
Lead counsel.
Yes.
Lead counsel, a cow. A cow must have, in this country, at least 2 years before it becomes a cow. It will calve.
Okay, it will take 2 years.
Yeah,
okay.
Because our nutrition, our husbandry system and all that thing, free range, you cannot calve before 2 years. Maybe at best, but even in the West, it's about 16 months before on the heavy intensive system cattle. So here you can't, so a 2-year-old cow cannot weigh 40 kilos.
Mr. Cham, the secretary of the commission at the time, Mr. Kurang, has testified here about 2 weeks ago. And Mr. Cham, what Mr. Kurang informed this committee is that it is the agency that was helping the commission in this exercise, in this entire tagging and valuation exercise. And also, let me complete this before you come in. And also, it is the agency that was eyeballing the livestock, giving it weight, and also placing monetary value. This price range you're saying, it's also the agency that provided these figures to the commission. So, Mr. Cham, now I'm very concerned if you are saying that the weight and the pricing attached to a cow, a female cow, is surprising and shocking to you. I'm very concerned, and I'd like you to explain this further. Because according to Mr. Kurang, it's the agency's officials led by you that gave the estimated weight and the estimated price and the price range for these animals.
First of all, we did not estimate any weight.
The mic.
We did not estimate the weight of any single animal. Because simply, it doesn't make sense.
Mr. Cham, are you sure about this?
What?
that you did not estimate weight at the time?
I told you that in the sub-region, animals are not sold based on weight.
Yes, but I think I should add more. Mr. Kurang did not say that the agency weighed the animals. He said the agency eyeballed the animals, and that is also what you said. Eyeballed estimated weight and price for the animals.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you estimate weight, that means we are attaching a weight to a particular animal.
Yes.
So what I'm saying. Yes.
I want you to clarify that for the committee.
That did not happen. That's what I'm saying. And it doesn't make sense. Working around 500 animals, and that was the environment, trying to give weight for every particular type of animal, cow, bull, heifer, doesn't make sense. Why are you attaching weight to the animal if the animal is not going to be sold by weight? Just by visual evidence. Why waste your time giving each animal a weight? If it is
Go on.
If it is going to be sold by weight, okay, you can understand. But the animal is going to be sold by face value. Why attach a weight to it? In that difficult or other difficult circumstance, animals are roaming about. You turn down this cow is 40 kilo. You turn around this cow, and moreover, not all the animals were attacked. I told you, we group the animals because of the difficulty in tagging. So how can you provide tag numbers for all these animals?
Okay, Mr. Cham, we will get to non-tagging. So now that we've established that the animals were not weighed or even that it was not considered. But let's look at the next, after the column dealing with weight. The next column is price range, and for number one that you read out, the price range is 7,200. How did the agency arrive at this price?
Lead counsel, I cannot recall. It's erroneous that we have not kept the records, but we can remember. We can fully remember when we tagged the suckling cows. The price that we attached to the calves was 11,000, and for the cows 15,000. That one.
Sorry, Mr. Cham, can you please repeat that? The suckling cows were tagged at, pegged at.
When we tagged this, I told you.
Yes, you first tagged the suckling cows.
Yes. The price we estimated for that category.
Yes.
We said the cows 15,000, the calves 11,000. That one we can remember.
Okay. Very well. Right. So, Mr. Cham, let me just direct you before.
Sorry.
All right, continue.
Why do you weigh a suckling calf? Why do you attach a weight to a suckling calf? What is the significance? A suckling calf, you weigh it and attach a weight to it. What is the significance? What's the significance of weighing the dome, the lead? And you are not going to sell them separately, you are going to sell them together.
Mr. Cham, Mr. Kurang also informed this committee that when the agency was determining the price range for these animals, one of the major factors it took into consideration at the time was meat value. What do you have to say to that?
I don't know what he means by meat value.
So by meat value,
you mean the muscular cover of the animal and things there, the masculinity and things
Mr. Cham, I wish I had technical know-how.
Okay.
To tell you.
Maybe he means the.
But according to his testimony, by meat value, he said he was informed by the agency that it is the price of meat in the market at the time that was used to value and place prices on the livestock found at these 3 farms.
But how will you calculate that? Because if you slaughter an animal, you have meat and bone, you have steak. And they are sold at different prices. Will you use a calculator to calculate for each animal how much is going to be steak, how much is going to be yapaya, and say, okay, this animal will cost this? Is that feasible?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like you to explain to us. I don't know anything about the sale
I'm
of
saying,
cows.
you see, we have done this exercise with the former president. We did all these calculations. We did a lot of work on this. The value of the meat, the carcass weight, the dress weight. When you kill an animal, you dress it, you flay it. The meat is 50% of the live weight. If the live animal is 200 kilos, we expect what you can consume to be, if the live animal is 200 kilos, then we are expecting around at least 100 kilos of meat. 50%. The dress weight is 50% of the live weight. Now you have this dress weight now. You have fillet, you have steak. In some markets, it's just steak and meat and bone. In some markets, you have fillet, you have steak, you have meat and bone. You can sell the hide separately, all right? And yeah, you don't sell the horn here. In the food also you sell it. So we have done all these calculations when we had pressure that we have to control the price of meat. So it's very difficult. Now in Kanilai, that we determine for each animal, you have to determine the live weight and then the carcass weight, and you determine how much is going to be sold for meat and bone at 350 per kilo. You do that. Steak, you calculate that the head will cost this, the foot will cost this, and you come to the value. For 700 animals, 500, how can you do that? It's not feasible, this council.
Mr. Cham, it was the previous witness, or Mr. Kurang, was very explicit in his testimony to say that the agency used meat value. And he insisted on this several times through his answers to the lead counsel and his answers to the committee members. So are you now telling the committee, just for purposes of clarity so that we can move on to something else, that the agency never used meat value to place prices on the livestock? It's found in Kanilai, Banjulinding, and Farato.
Never.
Never.
You cannot even do it. It's not practical. It's not practical. Doesn't make sense.
Mr. Cham, so before we move on, I want to direct you to another item on the table, right? So are you saying the price of 7,200 for a female cow weighing 40 kilos is impossible?
Even the calf, not the cow, even the calf is questionable.
For that price?
Yes, the weight. Maybe a newborn calf, or maybe a few months, 1 to 5 months, can weigh 40 kilo. But a cow, a 2-year-old cow, 40 kilo, is impractical. It's not possible.
Very well. Mr. Chairman, let's move on to number 8 on the table. You can take your time. Number 8. Just read it out for the committee, please. And for the record.
1779, calf.
Yes.
Female.
Yes.
3 kilos.
No.
Oh, sorry.
You can take your hand to help you direct.
Number 8, yes, I think.
Yes.
Number 8. Okay, number 8. 1779 also.
Yes, 1779.
Calf.
Yes.
Female.
Yes.
Estimated weight 8 kilos. That's the weight of a dog. I think even a dog weighs more than this. Maybe a cat.
Location?
That's the weight of a cat.
Mr. Cham, let's go to number 13, please. Sorry, please look at the price and read it out. The price and location.
The price is 1,440.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, that's it.
A calf.
Yes, Mr. Cham, according to the report.
So he said we did this.
Please explain. Please explain further. Can you please just provide clarity for the committee
Even
on number 8?
To clarify what, ma?
The price that is placed on the calf.
1,440.
Yes, is this possible at the time in 2017?
No, no way. Maybe a small goat. Maybe a small goat.
Please speak into the mic.
I said maybe a small goat. That even there you have to go up country, not around place here. Yeah.
Mr. Cham, let's go to the bottom of the table. Number 28 is the last one on the table. Please read it out for the committee.
7645. Cow. Female.
Yes.
110. The weight.
Yes.
19,800.
Yes.
That's a fair price.
It's a fair price.
110 kg cow.
Yes.
That means the milk value of that cow is just about 60 kg. 60 kg, you pay 19,000. That's a good price.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So it seems like the agency and the commission.
110 estimated weight of 110 kg cow. You sell it for 19,000. 8 years back. That's a bonus.
Okay, Mr. Cham, now let's turn to number 178. It's going to be a few pages from where you are. 178 to 190. Just take a look at that entire page.
$178. Yes, 178.
Yes, please read out 178 for the committee.
114, calf bull calf. Okay? And it's a male. Then this other line is 13. I don't know 13 what. 13
So if you take a look at the first page, that 13 falls under the estimated weight.
Just help me because
yes, and now
yeah.
So that column 13 is for estimated weight.
Yes. 13 kg.
Yes. And the next column is for price. It's price range.
2,340.
Yes.
It's not realistic. $13 kg, a weight of a calf. It won't survive.
It will not survive what? It will not survive birth, or it will not survive.
No, that will be premature. Premature calving. 13 kg. Some dogs will weigh more than that. And the price is what? 2,340. That's a cheap one.
Mr. Cham, can you remember seeing any cow that could possibly weigh less than 20 kilos at these farms?
A surviving calf?
Yes, Mr. Cham.
No.
Well, Mr. Cham, take a look at 192.
1393.
Yes, please.
Calf. Male. 45. 8,100.
Is the weight of that calf reasonable?
45.
Yes.
It's possible on the, maybe if it is a young calf, very young, maybe 3 months, 4 months old, because you find that sometimes in some studies we conducted, even in low sexy challenge areas, you can have
In low?
sexy challenge areas, trypanosomiasis challenge areas. You can have calves being 1 year calves being 80 something kg, 80 kg.
So bring the mic closer to you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So it has to be a very young calf.
So Mr. Cham, please repeat what you said. You said in low.
Sexy challenge areas.
What is that?
In areas where the sexy fly infestation is high, trypanosomiasis, or low. I'm saying that even there you can have, I've seen studies where calves weigh 83 kg, 80 kg. 1 year old calves weigh that. So I'm saying that if you have 45 kg here, then that must be very young calf, maybe around 3 months, 4 months. It's a possibility.
Mr. Cham, thank you for that. Mr. Cham, compare 192 to number 1, the first line you read out.
I go back.
Yes, so just compare the figures. You can skip the serial and tag number. Just look at the type.
You mean the price?
And weight and the type of animal,
45,
type of livestock.
45, 8,100.
You can turn the mic to you.
Okay. So now I go to 1.
Yes.
1 is a cow, 40 kg, 7,200. So it means this one is more expensive than this one. The price.
Yes, but isn't that surprising that a male calf is more expensive than a female cow, and a male calf weighs more than a female cow?
I would not. I don't know. What's the sex? Female.
A male calf and a female cow.
Male?
Male calf and a female cow. The male calf weighs more than the female cow, and the male calf is also more expensive than the female cow.
Yeah, if
the mic, please.
Well, under normal circumstances, male animals weigh a little bit more than female animals. But in this case, if you are looking at the breeding value, it doesn't make much economic sense. All right? Naturally, you pay more for male animals than female animals. Even if you go to the market, a bull will pay more for a bull than a cow. But in this instance, they are all at par. So it doesn't make much sense at this young age, especially if I'm looking for a breeding a breeding calf, female calf. Well, and this one, I can only use this for meat. They are for breeding. So the economic advantage attached should be higher.
So, Mr. Cham, I think you are not getting me right. Number 1 says that the cow, it's a cow, not a calf.
Oh, it's a cow.
Weighing 40 kilos.
Ah, okay.
A female cow weighing 40 kilos.
No, it's not.
192 is a male calf, a baby, essentially.
Yes.
Weighing 45 kilos. Is that possible that a calf weighs more than a cow?
No, it's not realistic. Ma, that one guy.
At all?
No, it's not realistic.
In any way, shape or form?
No. Maybe it's a tad on their side, but it's not realistic.
So, Mr. Cham, from your recollections of that exercise, Is there a possibility that some of the animals were not in good health or just not in a good state during the tagging exercise?
I've not seen any sick animal, according to my observation. I've not seen any sick animal anyway, according to my observation. However, there were animals which are a bit emaciated. Some are emaciated. You know, this coincided with a period of a feed deficit, December, when
With a what? With a what deficit?
feed
Okay.
shortage.
Okay.
You know, because it coincided. This thing happened in December,
Okay.
and at this time, naturally, you know, under our traditional village husbandry system, the forage that the grass they consume has already reached its peak maturity.
Okay.
So it becomes very fibrous, highly lignified, and when that happens, the digestibility of the food decreases, the nutritional value decreases. So if there is no supplementation, the animal just live on subsistence nutrition. They just eat on something that can subsist them. So it coincided with a bad time. But nevertheless, I have not seen any animal with severe signs of disease or something like that.
Nothing
sometimes you can see their ribs. That means
Okay.
they've lost weight, and that's inadequate nutrition, but doesn't mean that they are sick.
Okay, but none of the cows lost weight to the extent where a calf would weigh more than a cow.
No, I've not seen that. I've not seen any animal lying down prostration because of hunger or illness. In fact, they gave us a hell at that place, running around them, after them. You know, you can, they are not all full to capacity, but I've not seen any animal that is really, maybe you can say that is going to die tomorrow.
Mr. Cham, is there a possibility that a cow, either male or female, can weigh 80 kilos or less? Yes.
80 kilos. No, I think that is a cow. Because if it is a cow, then mother is a mother, this thing. So that's 80 kilo.
It should be more than
80 kilos is small for that.
But is there any
Cows
possibility?
can go to 2 kilos.
Can they go more than that?
Yes, 20, 200 on our traditional village system. They can go up to 200, 190 cows.
Very well, Mr. Cham. Mr. Cham, now you stated that during the exercise, the agency or the whole team essentially did not try to place weight or associate weight.
Council,
Yes, Honorable Chair.
could I please, Marina, we have at least 5 minutes of break, tea break, and then we proceed from
Yes,
where you
please.
stop, please.
Yes, please. All right, Mr. Cham, we will continue when we come back. Mr. Cham, welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm gently reminding you that you are still under oath.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Cham will still be on the report. I believe you are still on the same page we were before we went on the break.
I think so, yes.
Yes, Mr. Cham. Mr. Cham, before we went on break, or the question I was putting to you before we went on break is that we were talking about a cow weighing 45 kilos and a female cow weighing 40 kilos. And you said that that is basically impossible. And also asked whether there's a possibility for a cow, whether male or female, can weigh 80 kilos, but now I'd say, is it possible for a cow to weigh less than 100 kilos? Whether male or female, yes. Is it possible for a cow to weigh less than 100 kilos?
Less than 100. Because
yes, a live cow.
Less than 100, it can be 40, 50. So if you, maybe if you state a possible, maybe if you say 100 kilos.
Okay, so is it possible for a cow to weigh 100 kilos? So let's take 100. A full live cow.
Cow?
Yes.
No, that's
alive, not
very
carcass.
low. Because as I told you, cows weigh at least 200, minimum 200 kilos to 220 on our traditional village husbandry system.
Here in the Gambia?
Yes, because before a heifer becomes a cow, it has to be at least 2 years here. I told you in the West it's about 16 months before they are sacked.
Okay.
And there is a high input system. So here, I mean, so by the time they are 2 years, I mean, they'll weigh that much. So less than 100 kilos is low.
Mr. Cham, earlier you had mentioned that when the tagging exercise started in Kanilai, and then you spent about 3 days in Kanilai, but you stated that on the first day, you noticed that the animals were a bit aggressive and being chaotic, so the tagging exercise could not be completed. Did the team, by team here I mean the team from the agency and the team from the commission, did the team decide together to stop the tagging exercise and come back the following day and then use the painting method and the classification method that you mentioned earlier? Or did the team just decide maybe in the beginning of the exercise to, you know what, let's just group things, let's just group the animals according to size?
No, I think I said we tagged the suckling cows, all the suckling cows.
All the suckling cows?
Yeah,
okay.
It was terrible when we did that. But the moment we start the mixed herd, there the problem arose.
Okay, so when you were tagging, sorry, before you go on, when you were tagging suckling cows, you will tag baby and...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
With different serial numbers?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, all tags are...
different serial numbers. Okay, please go ahead.
So, when the environment became chaotic and mixed up, so I gave that advice that, you know what, let's adopt a new system. Otherwise, we will not be able to manage these animals, and we will not live Kanilai. So I told the secretary, Kuran, that now the best thing we can do is let us classify the animals into 4 groups. Get us paint when we are coming tomorrow, different types of paint. And we have to also get more hands, because these animals are very difficult to manage. So we'll classify the animals into 4 groups based on body size, and we will estimate a blanket price for the whole group, because that is going to be more economical. If you say this small group, they cannot be exactly the same size. For example, if you say all the small category will be sold at 15,000, that is going to be the reserve price for that whole group, whether male or female. Because as young bulls, they have their value. As breeding females, they have their value. Under normal circumstances, male animals cost more than females. When we come to the medium category, we use one specific type of paint for them. All the animals marked with that paint will be sold on the same price. Large, the same thing. But the extra large group were free. Those ones were free. So we agreed. When we came the following day, we started that exercise until we made sure that all the animals were marked. Some animals were marked on 3 places. There is no animal that is marked only once. We make sure that they are marked all over their body with the same paint, and we take it. If it is on the small category, we take it. If it is on the medium, we take it. Then at the end of the day, we ensure that all animals are marked, we do the total.
So the ticking, it was done on the animals itself?
No.
There's a document?
Yes, they had a paper, like 4 columns, small, medium, large, extra large. So this guy marks this animal with red. He will announce that small, so he will mark on the small. Because the animals, they are all packed into one congested environment. You can't start counting them once they are all there. They are moving all about. So that was the only feasible way we thought we could do. In Faratu and Banjul, where the animals are not that, the population not that much, we counted them. But there it was chaotic.
So, Mr. Cham, who was doing the ticking on the document?
The record keepers. We were told that we have nothing to do with the recording.
Yes, but how many of them were there? Or was it only one person doing the ticking?
No, the guys he hired, I think there were many. They appeared to be school leavers. He hired some men. He hired some people. He brought them there. Those are the ones helping him in the recording.
When you say he hired, who are you referring to?
Quran. He came with some people. Yes.
Please speak into the mic.
Yeah, he came with some people.
Okay. All right.
Help us.
All right. Thank you.
And I recommended that to him, that we need more hands here. If we want to deal with these animals, you have to go with more people.
Okay, Mr. Cham. So, Mr. Cham, take a look at the table in its entirety, right? At least, so the table, take a look with the animals where the location is Kanilai, right? They are being serialized in a numbered, but the numbering stopped. The numbering stopped at 373.
In Kanilai.
Yes, but apart from the numbering, Mr. Cham, all these, I'm not going to ask you to count. It's going to take forever. But from this report, there are about 558 animals.
In Kanilai?
Yes.
Yes.
So every animal here is associated with a tag number. But now that you are saying you only tagged on the first day, how come all these animals were
tagged?
Bear a tag number?
It's very interesting. It's very funny.
Can you please explain why? What you mean by it is interesting that they all bear tag numbers?
No, it comes. I told you. I said it's just the first day that we tagged. Then the They were not tagged. We just identified groups. So that is incorrect. It's not, no, it's not, I don't know. It did not happen. Not all the animals in Kerala were tagged. And besides Kerala, I think we have 500 plus in Kerala. It's not three.
Yes, according to the report, there is 558 animals that are tagged, and they all bear tag numbers. So
500.
now, yes, 558. It's going to be too tedious.
On the report here?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not, the numbering was skipped, and I don't want to put you through that. It's going to take a lot of time. But we have done the counting ourselves to finalize. In Kanilai, 558, according to this report. And they all bear tag numbers. So now if you say that you only tagged on the first day, it's a bit alarming to me.
No, actually, late council, what I tell you is what happened. What I'm telling you is what happened.
All right, Mr. Cham. So, Mr. Cham, let's go to, you can turn to the part of the report that provides a list for livestock in Farato. Just keep turning. So you'll go a few pages.
Yeah, Farato.
Yes, Mr. Cham. So earlier you stated that you started in Kanilai, spent about 3 days, and then moved to another farm. Can you tell this committee which farm you visited after Kanilai? Was it Farato or Banjalinde?
I think it's Farato.
Farato.
Yes.
Okay.
And my observation, I'm seeing female in Farato.
Yes, there's actually.
If my memory serves me
it looks more that there are actually more female cows.
There are no female animals in Farato. If my memory serves me well. These are bulls. In fact, that's where these thieves used to go. Because you have very nice bulls in Farato. There are no females in Farato. According to my recollection, these are bulls from, I think, some Malian breeds and Senegalese breeds.
Okay.
Yeah, medium-sized breeds or large. But I cannot remember any female animal in Farato. I don't know.
So during this exercise, let me just take you, I know we've moved from Kanilai, but let me just take you back to Kanilai. Were you or was the team looking or checking for the sex of the cattle?
In Kanilai?
Yes.
No.
But in Farato?
I told you, I said we did not know. Farato, they are all bulls.
They all male
if
cattle?
I can remember. And we classify all of them to be large. All.
All of them to be large?
Yeah, large.
Okay.
They all belong to large group according to our assessment.
Mr. Cham, for guidance purposes, can you tell the committee whether actually, Mr. Cham, before I get to that question, you were stating that you only found male bulls, or you only found bulls in Farato.
Yeah, if my recollection.
Take a look at the table. Did you find cows in Farato?
No, I cannot remember. Just bulls.
Just bulls.
Yeah.
All the cattle there were bulls.
Yeah. The collections have been very well. And these are Malian breeds with short horns, and we had some breeds, Senegalese breeds. The manager even told me that there were some extra large bulls, but those animals were all stolen.
They were stolen?
During the impasse, he told us.
Please you can bring the mic to the edge of the table.
Yeah.
Mr. Cham, who did you meet at Farato?
The farm manager.
The farm manager. Can you remember his name?
No, I told the inspectors. He's a short guy, skin. He said in the open, in the presence of everybody.
That the cows were being stolen.
Yeah, the cattle, yeah. He's in the political impasse. A military officer used to come there. He would slaughter 10 on a daily basis, or he would transport 10 away. When he got suspicious, he took an exercise book. Every time he comes, he enters the date and reports the number he slaughters. He told us. He said the guy was arrested, and later he escaped and he's on exile. They told us in front of everybody.
How many, apart from that farm manager, was there any other personnel working on the farm?
Yes, we found other people there. I think we found 3 or 4 people there.
Were they?
But this farm manager, I think, he said he was a retired army captain, something like that.
That one,
Yes.
in Farato?
Yeah.
And the others, were they civilians or were they soldiers?
I think we found them in these work clothes. But it was not a secret. He told all of us, we were gathering, he told us that, in fact, there were some very big animals here. So where they've stolen all of them during the political impasse, specifically during the impasse, he said. So me, I cannot remember seeing any female animal in Farah.
No female animals?
I cannot remember.
All of them were bulls?
Yes.
No cows as well?
No.
Well, Mr. Cham, I know you earlier stated that the agency was not weighing, or the team was not weighing any of the animals, but just eyeballed. The cows that or the bulls that you saw in Farato, is there a possibility that any of them would weigh 49 kilos?
No, that's why we classify all of them as large, in the large classification. 49 kilo, no, impossible. Those are bulls. They are not extra large, but they are large bulls.
Was the cattle in Farato, the cattle you met in Farato, were they tagged with the tagging?
No, I cannot remember, but the ones we found in Banjulunding were tagged. I can remember.
Banjulunding was tagged?
Yeah, we found them tagged. But for Farato, I don't want to guess.
So in Banjulunding you found that the cattle were already tagged?
They are already tagged, yes. That one I can remember.
Were you informed on who did the tagging?
It's the farm.
The farm tagged the cattle?
Yeah, yes.
But the cattle in Farato, you can't remember whether...
They could be tagged, but I did not...
but did the...
Even if they are tagged,
yes,
but they are all classified as large.
Large.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Did the agency try to tag the cattle in Farato?
No.
It was not done.
Once an animal is tagged, you cannot tag again. Because it's family, they are all described, family farms. So you just take the number for record purposes, the existing number on the tag.
But this was not done in Farato, you can't remember?
No, I cannot remember. But all the animals were marked L.
Did the agency take its tagging tools to Farato?
Yeah, we had our equipment with us throughout. But once we started this classification, we stopped tagging and we just priced them according to their size.
So, Mr. Cham, when you say you price them, but then earlier you had stated that you did not associate prices to every individual animal. I'm a little bit confused. Can you please clarify? Because you had earlier stated that you classified, you had separated suckling cow, female cow and its calf, and set them aside, tagged and associated a price to them, right? So for the other categories of the animals, that is the small,
medium, large, extra large.
Yes.
Yes.
These were, so the suckling cows did not fall into these categories?
No.
At all?
No.
Okay, very well.
Yeah.
So did you place prices on these 4 categories?
Yes, this is what I'm saying. I said, for the suckling cows, I can remember. I can remember that, we can remember that one. But the classifications, the values attached to them, I don't want to guess.
Okay.
Because it's 8 years, I don't have the copy. I've never seen the
You don't have a copy because you never took record.
Yes, so I don't want to guess, definitely. This is, I'm on oath, I'm on the oath.
But you can very well remember the price associated with a suckling calf and a suckling...
11, 15.
Okay.
And this search will continue. This search for records and other what will continue, since I know this is the situation. So we all have to be on our toes and try to verify this. So, and the irony is, one of my partners passed away. I think that's the problem. But we can still dig into his records.
Mr. Cham, now that we have dealt with the animals and tagging, all that, you mentioned color coding the animals. Was this done?
Yes.
Sorry, actually you said that you did that. So my question, I meant to say, which colors were associated with
each
size? Group. Yes, each group.
Okay. Again, that I don't want to guess.
You cannot remember?
No.
That's
but
okay.
we bought different types of paint, and we select one color for each particular group. But as I said, this search will continue.
Well, Mr. Cham, you said you could not count the animals in Kanilai. Is that what you said? When you were doing the painting?
We were able to determine the number.
Okay, you were able to determine the number?
Yes.
Can you remember?
I've submitted the record to the commission. I don't know, it's not of head, but I've submitted the record to the commission.
Very well, Mr. Cham. Please take a look again at that comparison table that the current Director General of GLMA submitted to the committee. He had informed the committee. You can take a look. We were provided with a copy. It's not in that document. Yes. So there's a table.
Yes.
Mr. Cham, this table, you stated, so the current Director General of the agency testified last week and said he was sent this table via email.
By me?
Yes, by you.
Yes.
And you've also stated that you were sent this table, or it was handed over to you by Mr.
John.
Mr. John at the time of his
departure.
Mr. Cham, considering the stark difference of figures from 2016 to 2017, yes, August 2016, 2017.
A huge gap.
When you, after conducting the tagging exercise, or actually when you visited these farms for the tagging exercise, were you in any way concerned about the difference in the numbers?
Whether I was concerned?
Yes.
Well, It's alarming, but not very surprising, because we learned that animals were being stolen. When the president left, or the time he abandoned Kalilai, even in Kalilai, most of these animals were stolen. You see, neighboring villages people will tell you that at night you see people driving animals across the border. We've had those stories. So it was not surprising. Well, it's not alarming, but it's not surprising. And when we went to this place also, in fact, even when we went to Kalilai, bystanders would tell us that these animals, they stole a lot. That even one of the how do you call it? One of the herders absconded, he ran away because he was accused of stealing and things like that. And most of these shepherds also, they abandoned the herd. It was not properly secured. And when that time also, the security status was not very, there was no uncertainty. So the animals were not properly secured. And again, when we went to Farato, this man also, explained the same thing, that animals were stolen. And also, the president also is, sometimes when he slaughters animals, he slaughters a lot of animals, especially during the period of his festivities. The elections occurred after August. His campaign, sometimes during his campaign, he end up in Kalilai. He'll spend 10 days there, festivities, and he'll slaughter. Especially if this coincided with Ramadan, I would have said that half of it all was slaughtered because in Ramadan he would slaughter 100 animals a day. Give it to these butcheries. He had butcheries he was operating. But when I analyzed, I said no, there was no Ramadan between August to December. So if he was going to slaughter animals, it could just be for his electoral campaign and maybe his festivities. Rustling these things, and when people go to his farm to work, they stay there. He'll slaughter animals for them. But even there, the disparity is too much. So there must be this theft also must be there. But it has to be a combination of factors. And I deliberately sent this to the commission. Nobody asked for it because I feel, it's transparency. You ought to know, because sometimes I saw in one article in social media, they said that it's an inventory. They said that the president left 19,000 heads of cattle in Kalilai. I read that in social media. So I said, they must be joking. You cannot keep 19,000 heads of cattle in Kalilai. It's not possible. So you see, on social media, these things are going around. So when I saw it, I said, let me send this to the commission. I think this will give them an idea. They can compare this one and the one with social media.
Very well, Mr. Cham. Earlier in your testimony, in the beginning, you were mentioning the functions or some of the exercises or the activities the agency carries out, the development or the issuance of attestations for the purposes of movement of livestock within the country or even outside the country.
No, if you are going outside the country.
So yes, can you please clarify?
Sorry, if you are going out, yes, you must have an attestation. That we have. Even if you are going to Dakar, you must go with an attestation. Maybe when you reach at the border, they give you a letter pass. So in this country now, you cannot move an animal from point A to point B without an attestation. Even this says, if he had taken under our watch, nobody will move an animal from Kalilai or Farat or Bajulinde without an attestation to attest that this animal was purchased from there. Your name, the particulars of the animal will be there.
Okay. So, Mr. Cham, when did the agency start doing attestations? Is this something new, or has this always been around since the agency?
Since 20.
The agency's.
Yeah.
Throughout the agency's life.
Yes, throughout the agency's life.
So, so is this issued after, or let's say before livestock owner decides to sell cattle, or do all cattle have?
No. Every village alcalo.
Yes.
Every village alcalo in this country has an attestation booklet.
From the agency?
Yes.
Okay.
But we supply it through our associations.
Okay.
And every market in this country has an attestation. If you buy an animal from the Lulu, you have to pay for an attestation. Because it's important, because it helps us a lot in containing these menace of cattle theft. And again for traceability. And before you slaughter that animal in any abattoir, you have to produce that attestation. That attestation shows the name of the owner of the animal, the color, the sex, and so forth. So for traceability, if you slaughter an animal and the inspector retains the attestation from you, tomorrow if somebody comes there and says, my animal is slaughtered, they'll ask you, what's the color? From where, which village?
Oh, Mr. Cham, can you speak closer to the mic?
Yeah, thank you. Sorry. So it's helping us a lot. In fact, it has really reduced the incidence of cattle rustling in this country. Through NALOA, they work hand in hand with the police, and they're using this attestation for traceability. So it's really a very important document. And we are going to issue these attestations. We already discussed that if we had a hand in the marketing, this attestation will be at all these selling points before they move their animals. And it would have also be served as a check, because it will, auditors can even use it for audit, because it carries the cost of the animal, the sex of the animal, and the owner of the animal. So, and these are serialized, duplicated documents. You can even use that alone for auditing.
Well, Mr. Cham, when you visited Kanilai and when you visited the other farms, to the best of your knowledge, do you know whether attestations were available in these farms for these animals?
No, is the marketing authority. No, the president, is a private district. But the Kanilai Alcalo will have an attestation. Because every village alcalo in this country, we make sure you have an attestation. If an animal is purchased in your village, you have to go to the alcalo. Otherwise, you don't pass the police checkpoint. But we are planning that when the sales take place, the guy will be there to issue attestations. The animal you bought, the sex, whether male or female, and how much. It's all on on the attestation booklet. You just fill it there. So that from Kanilai, when you travel, you can go over anywhere with the animal. The police will not really harass you on the way. Because you can still, if you don't do that, the sales will be on. You want to steal somebody's car, you say it's from Kanilai. Why is it not from Kanilai? It's possible. And again, it serves as a record. You can always go back for traceability, because it will contain the name of the buyer, the type of animal purchased, and the price. It's all in the attestation.
Well, Mr. Cham, I've shown you a copy of the Commission's order for the agency to be involved in the agency to provide advice on valuation and selling of the cattle, right? You've taken a look at it, isn't it?
For the first time I'm seeing it.
Yes, no problem. Mr. Cham, during your meeting with the lead counsel and the secretary to the commission, did you inform them about the availability of these attestations?
That we have attestation.
That should there be sale and attestation needs to be issued for every animal? Did you inform the commission?
No, because that issue did not arise. It did not arise. I did not discuss that with the late council. And when I went to Quran, all what he told me, I told you, is that our role in this is advisory. That we are just going to estimate the rates for them. They will do the recording. When the marketing started, I just heard it from people. When I called him to say that I heard that the marketing, you have started marketing, he confirmed it. He said, but I said, but I thought we should be there to advise. He said, no. Your role in this is just advisory. So, from the onset, that's why I told you, we as an agency, we have been blindfolded from the onset.
Very well. Mr. Cham, does the agency currently have copies of the attestation?
Yeah, we produce them.
Very well.
And
so,
they give it to...
Honorable Chair, I would like to make an application here for the witness to provide at least one copy of even an unused attestation, just so that the committee can take a look. I believe it will be helpful in the committee's work.
Yeah, thank you so much. Application granted, Mr. Cham.
Yes.
So you can you help the committee with that, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, even if it's just one unused.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cham.
Thank you.
Mr. Cham, I know we have discussed report and the importance of keeping records, especially after this exercise, but I'll have to say this again. You see the importance of keeping records in this instance, isn't it?
Yes, but this has never happened. Yes, we have never been in such a situation since 2018 to now. This type of situation has never happened to us, and we have entered into more difficult, complex assignments than this. But we have never ever. Imagine retiring imports of $9 million. We have done all those things without any incident. Millions of CFA, how do you call it, euro, dollars, over $250,000. We bought 500 animals from Mauritania. We handled everything, we retired everything. We have never been found wanting. I mean, but this is, I think it's a learning point for the young ones in the agency, because some of us, it's just a transition. But I think these young ones will take note.
Mr. Cham, you stated earlier about cattle being missing, cattle being stolen, cattle moving in the middle of the night. So, Mr. Cham, can you now see the consequences of GLMA's failure to take custody and control of this cattle after the High Court issued its order on 22nd May 2017?
Well, I think the notification for the High Court order was in June. Not so?
Yes, in June.
Right.
It was issued in May, but notification was given to you in June.
Yeah, so
we can say in June.
So these steps even occurred even before the JANNEH Commission was issued, because it was during the political impasse.
Mr. Cham, are you saying that all the theft, the walking in the middle of the night, or the cattle leaving in the middle of the night took place only during the political impasse?
That's what we were told.
That is what you were told?
Yes, because
But you did not investigate?
No.
The agency failed to investigate
That.
after it received notification in June and further notification in October.
Elite Council.
Yes.
We cannot be accountable for what happened in January, whilst we received the notification in June. I'm telling you that what we are told is these things happened during the political impasse. Clearly, the guy told us, and this can further be verified because the man was arrested. In Kenya also we were told that I don't want to repeat what they said, but they meant the political impasse, during the political impasse. Because, I mean, the environment was confusing, people were, I mean, everybody go up and in and out, the attentions were deviated and things like that. Some people were thinking of what to do. So let council, I want to say that it is not our negligence, because it happened well before even the JANNEH Commission was set up, much more the High Court order.
By the way, the High Court order precedes the JANNEH Commission.
Really?
Yes, you can take a look. Take a look at MOJ 58.
Was it in January? I thought it was the JANNeh Commission that requested the High Court order, or no, before?
Before. You know, before we started, I had informed you, were you aware of the government's initiatives or efforts it took to preserve the assets of the former president? And you said yes. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
The High Court order preceded the commission's establishment.
But not before the political impasse.
No.
No.
Yes. So, Mr. Cham, my issue is that you want to attribute the theft, slaughtering, and the, maybe death even of the cattle totally you want to limit it to the political impasse.
Exactly. Because
but Mr. Cham,
that's the evidence we received.
Mr. Cham, take a look at MOJ 8, the MOJ 8F1, the third page of MOJ 8F1. If the Secretariat can help the witness. Mr. Cham, you can just focus on paragraph B of the order.
No.
Mr. Cham, have you taken a look? You've read that paragraph. B?
Kindly note that to minimize further loss of livestock. Huh?
No. Paragraph B. So the document you are looking at should be on the letterhead of the Commission of Inquiry, is it?
Pardon? No, this is a letter, request for impress to implement interim livestock order.
No, so you should be looking at the third page. I said third page, it should be on the letterhead of the commission, and it should be titled Interim Orders, Livestock Kept by the Ex-President.
The Registrar General's report addressed to the Chief of Defense Staff contains allegations that one Major Jibril JANNEH has slaughtered 400 cattle for unknown purposes.
Mr. Cham, are you aware? actually, before I get to my question, this order of the commission was issued on the 11th day of September. You can take a look at the second, if you can turn the page, you will see the date. It was issued on the 11th of September 2017. Yes. Mr. Cham, before the commission decided to take this route, right? The commission had received an order, report from the Registrar General, which contains the fact that 400 cattle were slaughtered. This was during the life of the commission. This was after GLMA was informed about the High Court order. And this was after GLMA failed to take control and custody of the livestock. Mr. Cham, the consequences of this Major Jibril Jammeh's actions can be attributed and should be attributed to GLMA. Do you agree with me?
No.
Yes, you can speak into the mic, please.
Yeah. What we are told at Farat was that this act of stealing occurred during the political impasse. That's what we were told. And it was not in secret.
Yes, Mr. Cham, you were saying?
Yes, I said that what we are told is that this act of theft occurred during the political impasse.
What about the slaughtering?
It's all theft.
Mr. Cham, by the way, if you say what we were told, who told you? Sorry, Mr. Cham, before you continue, who told you about the theft?
The farm manager.
The farm manager. Did the commission ever tell you about loss? Because you did mention that the commission said it was losing.
Yes.
The loss was occurring.
Yeah, yes, there are civil reports there. They don't want to incur any more losses.
Well, Mr. Cham, my point here is...
And again...
Sorry, wait. My point here is that the loss that occurred, especially the ones that the commission highlighted to you during the meeting you had, is that GLMA, that loss can be attributed to GLMA's failure of taking custody and control of the livestock in accordance or in compliance with the High Court's order. You agree with me?
When did this theft occur?
Mr. Cham, the report from the Attorney General to the Chief of Defense Staff was sent on the 5th of July, a month after GLMA was made aware.
Yes, but when did it occur, the theft?
Mr. Cham, you've taken a look at the High Court order, MOJ 5A. It does not only place custody and control of assets of the former president in GLMA's custody, but it does also to different institutions, which includes the Registrar General's Department under the Ministry of Justice. And the Registrar General conducted an exercise after it was informed about the order. After the order was issued, the Registrar General went on an exercise to take a look at the assets placed in his custody, right? In so doing, the Registrar General also took record of the livestock it found in these places, because part of the places the Registrar General visited included Kanilai, right?
Yes.
And in keeping check of Kanilai, the Registrar General found that, the Registrar General visited the farm actually in, apologies, Honorable Chair, this document I am referring to is marked, sorry, let me just guide the committee. It should be in MOJ's, is it RS? Sorry, in RS 20, RS 21. Sorry. It will be several pages down from RS 21. After you, RS 21 is a letter from MOJ, from the AG chambers to the Commission's lead counsel. But if the committee just goes about 6 pages after that, it will find the cover letter for this report. Mr. Cham, Honorable Chair, has the committee found this report? It should be 6 pages down after the document marked RS 21. Yes. This should be the 6th. Yes, so it's a letter from the Attorney General's chambers. It's addressed to the Chief of Defense Staff, dated 5th of July 2017. So, Mr. Cham, the Registrar General, in his exercise, found out that livestock was, yes, killed, but also found that the agency did not take responsibility or custody and control of the livestock as directed by the High Court or as ordered by the High Court. Now, my point is the loss incurred from the slaughtering and theft of the livestock by other individuals can in some way, shape or form be attributed to the agency. Am I correct? And
my beg to differ, because these animals, they could not have been stolen during JANNEH's time, when JANNEH was here.
Councillor?
yes, Honorable Chair.
Can you get the committee to the page you are reading right now? Is it RS 21? 6 pages after RS 21.
Yes, please. You've not found it? Can you just show?
It's only one page, yeah, RS 21.
He said 6 pages after. Okay.
Yeah, then it follows.
All right, Honorable Chair,
Could you?
the witness will actually not be shown this document. I was just referring to it. So
Okay.
maybe after
Okay.
after this, I think we can actually just show.
This is.
All right, that's fine. We've seen it though.
Yes, Mr. Cham, please continue.
Because what I was saying,
Yes.
I'm not a lawyer, I cannot agree with you, but I'm saying that these animals could not have been slaughtered when JANNEH was seated in the State House.
So yes, Okay, I'm in agreement with you there. Yes, so after JANNEH left?
No, we are sure that. And we are told that it was during the political impasse. And this directive of the High Court order came after the political impasse. It was in June. So attributing this slaughtering to JLMA's negligence is very difficult to bear. We are told categorically by the farm manager.
Yes.
So attributing that to our negligence is very heavy to shoulder. After knowing that this man will not be crazy, when JANNEH is sitting in the State House, you go to his farm, slaughtering tents, animals in tents. It's not possible. So yes, the matter was reported, but maybe after the act has been committed. But it was, the time was not even mentioned, the theft.
Well, Mr. Cham, so Mr. Cham, now that we have dealt with tagging, we've dealt with the valuation, I am actually approaching the end of my questions I have to you, for you, right?
For the meantime, I know lawyers will never exhaust.
You are right. For the meantime, yes, I may have other questions.
I know. Cross-examine and re-examine.
Mr. Cham, the committee has received testimony from witnesses and even reports and information and documents submitted that stated that at the time the team, meaning your team and the commission's team, went together in Kanilai, Farato and Banjolinding, that there were certain animals that were not in fact tagged, because tagged or even marked, as you say, with the paint, because they went for grazing. Were you informed of this when you got to the farms?
I could not remember.
You cannot remember the farm managers saying that
some of the animals
went for grazing?
No, I cannot remember. All the animals found there were marked. In fact, when I read somewhere that there is a disparity in that they sold more animals than we had counted. I said that maybe, Kanilai is possible, especially in Kanilai, because Kanilai animals are just at large. It will be possible during our time they were able to put animals together in one ring. Maybe they could not have chased or located all the animals during that period. So maybe after we left, the soldiers must have discovered more animals in the wild and bring them together. That's very possible in Kanilai. But in Banjul, where will they go for grazing? In Farato, they are confined. Farato, I know, they have a big fence. That's where the animals are. So it's very possible in Kanilai.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Cham. I think for now.
Yeah, for now, I know. Yes.
I'm done with you for now. Honorable Chair, that is all the questions I have for Mr. Cham for now.
Yes, thank you, Ma.
All right. Thank you so much, Council. We're pretty much running out of time, so we will have to deal with the witness by the committee. I know members will have some questions to clarify as well. You will have to bear with us.
Yes, sir.
I know you've been sitting for so long.
Yes, sir.
But before I give to my colleagues to ask questions, I personally have two questions for you. One of the questions will be, earlier on in the morning when you were testifying, you wrote a letter to your ministry after they wrote to you regarding the court order. And in your letter, you mentioned two things. But specifically, I take note of the TOR of the agency in dealing with the cattle. But you also mentioned logistics Not so. So specific. What was your concern? Was it about logistic or the TOR for the agency to deal with the cattle?
In fact, thank you, Honorable Chairman. In fact, for me, our greatest concern was mainly three issues. One, how do we approach the custodians of the animals at the time to take these animals from them without the ministry informing them, without anybody informing them, because the letter they wrote to us was not copied to anybody.
So who are the custodians, you think? You mean the...
Like, for example, in Kanilai, we believe the CDS should have been notified that GLMA is coming and they're going to take all the livestock belonging to the former president. And the CDS will filter the information down to the commander in Kanilai. Because remember, we are not going there now with the commission, it's GLMA.
But was that communication sent to your line ministry?
Yes.
For them to write to the defense?
Yeah, we told them that the proposed, the custodians, those are the ones I mean by custodians, that they should be formally informed. It's just like when maybe the IGP, I can even say the IGP, orders somebody to come here and take a vehicle from the National Assembly without informing the clerk. I mean, it will be funny.
But Mr. Cham, now, when you wrote to the line ministry and they did not reply, and you didn't know whether they wrote a letter to the Chief of Defense Staff, did you take any initiative to also talk to your permanent secretary? Because this permanent secretary is supposed to be your boss, not so? Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. You did not take any initiative to talk to him, because remember, the court order that instructed GLMA to take charge of the cattle was to ensure that we do not lose those cattle. And I told your director, I said your inaction caused our country to lose about 400 cattle. That is in millions, huh? Would you agree?
That's what I was trying to clarify here.
But how do you clarify that? Because you did not act.
No.
You did not have a court order.
The theft preceded.
Yeah, but before that, because hadn't been you acted, maybe you as an agency will avert that.
Honorable Chair, if we are to act, it has to be after June, because we received the notification in June. This thing happened in January.
What happened in January? The theft.
The 400 cattle.
So you know about the theft in January?
Yes. No. We were told that this theft occurred during the political impasse. And we received the notification of the High Court order in June. So that's the controversy there.
Well, that's not very clear to me. We will deal with that. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So now, one more question before I leave. No, don't worry. We will deal with that.
Yeah.
The other thing will be, with regards to the sale, before I give to my colleagues, I know they have so many questions for you.
Yes.
But you went to Kanila yourself, not so?
Yes.
For the tagging.
Yes.
Or was it the tagging and valuation?
It was, they were done together, in tandem.
Okay. Now, did you see, because you were mentioning, they were asking you about prices for cattle. And then you were reiterating to say, if it is cattle, I mean, like the weight should be more than 100 kilo, and then the price should be more than that. Did you see cattle, or you saw something less than a cattle? I don't know the names. I don't know, because I know it's only mentioned in the book: calf, bull, cow. So the price that is attached to a cow, you understand? I know you said it's not realistic, but if it is a cow, that concerns me. I don't know. Have you seen something different from a cow? Less than a cow, or what? What did you see yourself?
You know, as I said, sorry, as I said before,
No, I just want confirmation because we saw in the book already.
Okay.
Cow, bull. I just want confirmation from you to say, oh, I saw cows. I mean, all of them are cows. Or did you say calf? Because it's mentioned in the book as well. I just want your confirmation from you.
Whether all of them are cows?
You know what cow means, not so?
Yes. Female.
Female.
Female adult.
Cow.
Adult female.
And you know what is bull as well?
Yes.
You also know what is calf?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So the price attached to the cow, I had the council asking you about the price and the kilos attached to the cow.
I said they were not realistic.
And
the weights and the price is.
So no, now my question is all the things that all the animals that you have seen in Kanilai, especially cows, do you say they are more than 100 kilos? All of them. The things that the ones you have seen.
No, the calves. Some of the calves. They are the young ones.
Okay.
They could not weigh 100 kilos.
Okay.
But the cows, if you are referring to cows,
yeah,
they should weigh more than 100 kilos.
Yeah, I'm asking
because
about
the cow is the adult female.
I'm asking about cow.
Yeah,
the one I've seen in the book.
Yes.
Is some of them are more than 100 kilos, some of them are a bit more than 100 kilos.
Yes.
So I'm asking for
for cows. Yes.
They are more than 100 kilos.
Yes.
Upward.
Yes.
That's fine. I will ask Honorable Omar Jame to start with the questions before I.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Cham?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming and also sharing with the committee as to what you know around the JANNEH Commission. If I may ask, I just want to start with the issue of the payment, because I heard you saying that you didn't receive any amount from the Commission as to the indication of the lead counsel. I want to ask, do you receive any pay from the JANNEH Commission in the execution of your duties?
There was no point in time that we received any payment from the JANNEH Commission. And not only me, my team, the only payment we received throughout the whole exercise was by Ministry of Justice. They paid us Gambia government DSA rate of $650 per day for 5 days. I think it was 3,500 or something like that per day. And even then it took some time. Then I picked them, we went there, we collected, and that's all.
So, meaning you have not received any payment directly from the JANNEH Commission?
Never. There was no point in time.
Thank you. Mr. Cham,
yes, sir.
You also did mention that you were the one who recommended or identified one Buba Korta.
Korta, yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Aside from Buba Korta, who else do you identify for the valuing or to be part of the team?
The late Samba John.
Samba John?
Yes. That's he's a field and marketing agent. Sirif Ba.
Sirif Ba.
Yeah, he's a livestock assistant.
So these were the only three?
Yes.
What about Alaji Ba and Samba So? Who recommended them?
Samba So is my driver.
Is your driver?
It's our driver.
Okay.
Alaji Ba, I don't know him.
Okay. Now, I want to take you through this document, which is vehicle assessment. It should be 8F? 8F1, I assume. No, not one. This should be
8F3, I believe, Honorable Jammeh.
yeah, I think 8F3, exactly.
The attachments to 8F3.
Yes, the attachments to 8F3. I think it will be a bit tedious because I just want to understand these names, considering the fact that they were recommended by your office through you. If you look at 8F3, in one of the pages, the first page which indicates record of sales in the matter of the state versus Yahya AJJ Jammeh Kanilai Farm. The first sheet has date, name of buyer, address, description, quantity, and unit cost. Jawa ya hay ko table yeyu gongol ko wadato. Yeah, because these things are not numbers, so. What? I meant Alaji Jeng. Number 1 is Cherno Jallo. After the bank deposits, after the 8 million deposit by the JANNEH Commission.
It should be the third page, Mr. Jao. There's a page with a trust bank logo. It should be after that.
Yes. So that Alaji Jeng, was he one of those that you recommended?
No.
No.
Alaji used to work with us.
He used to work with you.
2012, around that, because the last consignment of rams we bought for the president, for the 1/6.
So he haven't participated in any of the activities of the...
You've been asking whether I have not seen him for a long time.
Okay. Don't worry, there are a lot more. What comes to your mind if you hear the name Abubakar Korta?
Yes, Buba Korta.
Abubakar Korta, not Buba Korta this time.
Well, he's called, I know him as Buba Korta.
You know him as Buba Korta?
From Brikama, yes.
From Brikama, exactly.
Yes.
And he was one of those that you identified?
Yes.
Okay, what about the name Abubakar B. Korta?
Abubakar Korta.
Abubakar Korta, Abubakar B. Korta.
No, I don't know. And this man, I've never known him as Abubakar. We call him Buba Korta.
Okay, what about Sambaba?
Sambaba?
Yes.
I don't know him.
You don't know him. Okay. Okay. Sambaso was the driver or what?
Our driver.
He was your driver?
Yes.
Alaji So?
I don't know him.
You don't know him.
Yes.
Now, you said to know Sambaso, right?
Yes.
Who was one of your drivers?
You know, we have only one driver.
Okay, he's your driver.
Yes.
And you said Buba Korta as well, you recommended him.
Yes.
What will be your take if one should say that these two people were also buyers of the cattle at the same time, participated in the valuation of these cattle?
Sambaso and Buba.
Abubakar B. Korta, Abubakar Korta, these are the names I saw.
Buba Korta, when the inspectors asked...
And all the addresses are Brikama.
Yeah.
About this Abubakar Korta.
Sorry, Mr. Cham, can you please speak into the mic?
Okay. Buba Korta, when the inspectors asked me whether I don't know if he bought animals, I told them, well, I was not aware of the sales, but I'll find out. And I got in touch with him, I asked him, he said he bought 2.
He said he bought 2?
Yes.
That's what Abubakar Korta told you?
Yes.
Okay, let me just confirm in a minute. In one of the seats, Abubakar Korta bought about 6. 2 bulls, 5 cows. The same Abubakar Korta also bought another, they said small sickly cow, meaning now 8.
Okay.
I'm just giving you the numbers.
Okay.
The same Abubakar Korta bought 2 other cows.
It's interesting.
It's getting interesting.
Yes.
The same Abubakar Korta bought another 2 calves, meaning 11, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so now, what will be your take to find out that Abubakar Korta or Buba Korta, who was a valuer, at the same time was present during the sales to also buy a cattle or to buy cattle?
What he told me that what he told me, he said he bought 2. I told him, do you have a receipt? Because I'm going to the commission. He said, no. All of us who bought animals from there, none of us were given a receipt.
Okay.
That's what he told me. I said,
Okay.
are you sure? He said, no. He said, when you buy the animal, they give you a small ticket. You go and pay. Another place, you collect your animal and go. I said, are you sure you haven't given a receipt? He said, no. None of us were given receipts.
So you said you didn't know Alaji Jen, right?
No, I know him.
You know Alaji Jen?
I know Alaji Jen.
And at what level does he participate in the exercise of the valuation?
Alaji never participated.
He never participated.
And he does not deal with large animals.
Okay.
Alaji just small ruminants.
Okay, just let me get back to Sambaba. You said Sambaba was a driver, or is a driver?
Sambaso.
Sambas. Okay, this is Samba. This is Sambaba.
Sambaba, I don't know him.
Okay, that's fine. I have Sambaso as well.
Sambaso.
Yes, address Abuko.
My driver.
I have Sambaso here, address Abuko. I don't know whether he's your driver
He's my
or
driver.
He's your driver.
Oh, no, okay. He could be another Sambaso at the abattoir.
At the abattoir.
Eh.
But you have a driver by the name Sambaso.
Yes.
Okay, we have in record here that Sambaso bought 1 small bull as well. What will be your take on that in a situation he is a driver working for your agency?
You know, I don't know, except
You can talk on the mic,
yes,
sir.
it's surprising because I'm never aware of that and he never told me and I would have known because we are very close.
You are very close.
Yes.
Okay, we can move forward. Now, I want to take you on this document, 8F3, still. 8F3. There is a correspondent from the office of the sheriff, and at the summary part, the sheriff indicated that a total of 725 cattle were sold at various locations or farms are shown on the diagram here. One is Kanilai, that they sold 625 cattle. The second is Farato Farm, that they sold 67 cattle. And at Banjulinding, they revealed to sell 32 cattle. Contrary to what GLMA shared with this committee, if you look at the second to last page of the evidence you shared with the committee, GLMA 8, you also tabulate the number of cattle that you had counted. And you said, this was in 2017 December, you said in Kanilai, you get a number of 560. In Farato, 56. In Banjulinding, 22. Right?
Yes.
Okay, with the sheriff, they said in Kanilai, they got 625.
Yes.
In Farato, 67. In Banjulinding, 22. But if you follow the spreadsheet, that entails the records of the cattle. You will realize in Kanilai, instead of what they gave us on the summary, you will realize that after counting, I figured out that it were 558 cattle that is in the record. In Farato, in their records they said 67, but when I counted from the list, that is 8F3, I found out that it were 60 cattle that were found in Farato. For Banjulinding, there is no information provided by the commission in the spreadsheet that is shared with this commission. My question is, where does the discrepancies actually emerge from in between the records you shared with the committee and also contrast to the records that were shared by the JANNEH Commission and the head count that I have done as per the records or the spreadsheets shared by the JANNEH Commission?
Anyway, as far as we are concerned, this is what we have found. But, however, we can all see, or I can see that the JANNEH Commission records had a lot of alterations here and there, because a lot of things has been put in place that we are not aware of. So maybe during those arrangements and things like that, they must have missed the true data. I don't know, because giving them sexist, extreme weighing and all those arrangements, could have turned everything upside down. Because they were trying to work in a way to justify a situation. So in doing that, they could have missed some details.
Okay, Mr. Cham, let's not assume for them. Let's take things that what we have in record is what we can rely on. And if there should be any additional information that we can rely on, could be the evidence that are emerging from you or any other witness. However, Mr. Cham, what will be your take as the as the chairperson of GLMA with regards to the report made by the JANNEH Commission factoring the loopholes that emerge, like looking at the sex, looking at the weight, looking at the number of cattle, etc. Will your take be that the report by itself is a cook report, or what?
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Member. For me, this report is not credible.
It's not credible?
To me.
To you?
Yes.
So, meaning it could be a cook document?
Yeah, because I have seen things that they don't emerge from us. They have been, I don't know how they came to be on this document, stating that this is from the agency. We are not from the agency. So for us, it's not credible. And if this report was shared with us after the exercise, we would have validated this. But I know it will not be like this, because they have their ulterior motive. So this type of report cannot be shared with us.
Yes. No, Mr. Cham, your answer is very clear, and I think I in fact got the answer that I needed. Mr. Cham, now I'm taking you back to your discussion with the then lead counsel of the JANNEH Commission, because I understand you had back and forward with the Ministry of Agriculture in terms of taking action in caring for the livestock as ordered by the courts. When you discuss with the then lead counsel, did she share a TOR or the court order with you before you act with your personnel? Because in the evidence you gave, you said you couldn't act on the court order because you haven't seen the court order, and no one has communicated to the court order. You went to an extent even writing to the Ministry of Agriculture in order to obtain the court order. But again, at some point, you were engaged by the lead counsel through a telephone conversation, and you had a physical meeting with her, which prompted your participation in the whole process. Before you participate, and whilst you have that physical meeting with the then lead counsel, did she share some of these documents with you that you have concern over?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
Then what really prompted your office participation without the said documents that you claim not to have, and also becoming very worrisome for you?
Yeah, thank you. You know, as I said before, for us, it was not our main issue that delayed our participation. Were mainly three key issues that really bothered us. First was how to approach the custodians at the time. But here, we are not going to do the approach. It's the commission who is going to approach them. Two, these are live animals. We are really sure for how long they will be in our custody, because we are talking of over 3,000 animals. And if we know for how long they will be in our custody, then we can put the proper logistics in place for their sustenance before we embark on the takeover. But here we are assured, no, it's not going to be a takeover now. The job is just to go and estimate the price. Thirdly, our other concern was the security escort. That the situation was tense at that time, especially going to Kalilai, work in that lonely area around the border. We are receiving information that some people are angry about this change, and all those to be there, ordinary people, was not safe for us. So we need a security escort. That also is going to be taken care of the JANNEH Commission. So all those three addressed at that point in time, and looking at the lead counsel's face, asking us whether, with all these things now addressed, are you prepared to do it? Because we are incurring losses, and we are no longer prepared to incur any losses. So I had no choice. I said yes.
Mr. Cham.
Yes, sir.
You know, you kept saying that the agency were blindfolded, right? And here, I have noticed, or we have noticed, that the agency has participated without receiving a court order, one, without a TOR, that you even wrote to the Ministry of Agriculture to provide you with this information, but still an individual or the then lead counsel just appeared, talked to you verbally, and you acted on her words. Do you think that is, or that was really feasible, looking at the mandate of GLMA?
No, in this case, the TOR was not very simple and straightforward, because we were told that our role is to assist them in estimating the price. So that's the TOR. Only one. So that it's not without a TOR. We are now given a task, and that is just to go and estimate the price for them.
Yeah, you know, Mr. Cham, my problem is JLMA as an agency, they sat for over months before acting on the pretext that they were served an order and also a TOR, which also led to the loss of over 400 heads of cattle. And now, or the aftermath, I would say, you swiftly acted on the dictates of the lead council, not even acting on the dictate of your ministry, who even wrote to your office to take actions.
Honorable,
This is what I want you to make me up.
yes, you know, the situations are different.
Yeah, make me understand the situation.
Yes, the situations are different. You know, as I told you, I said from the onset, our role was not clear. We were confused. There are, according to our record, we have over 3,000 animals lying down there. And I said, our first confusion was, who are we going to approach to take over control and responsibility? That was a very big problem, because the people in custody were not informed. We cannot just go and approach them and say, we have come to take these animals from you. That's one thing. I said, these are live animals, 3,000 live animals. To manage them, to keep them in your custody. Are you going to move them away? Are you going to leave them there? Who is going to take care of them? They are feeding and all those things, they are health. That's also a big issue. I even went ahead, I drew a checklist of this thing just to make them understand that these are the sort of things we are asking for. If you receive that letter, you can call a tripartite meeting and say, okay, let's work out these things. This, you have, even without the court order, you should do A, B, and C. But this thing was not done. So we were there waiting for them. I even copied the minister so that he can intervene. Nothing was done. This lady wrote, I told her that, sorry, the lead council wrote, I told her that we have not done this before A, B, and C. So he said, come over. We went. He said, explain further, what is your problem? We said, we highlighted these concerns. He said, okay, now, the commission will let you follow them. And before we left, we were told that when you go, just estimate the prices for us. So if that had been done, if clarity had been done from the word go, we have done tasks that are more complex than this. So, but it's not by intention or negligence or something like that.
No, Mr. Cham, you know, if I say I cannot understand, because JLMA as an agency and also reflecting on their mandate, I will assume that JLMA should be providing technical advice to the Ministry of Agriculture in relation to livestock, instead of the Ministry of Agriculture providing technical advice to JLMA.
That's why I sent them this list. It is an advice to them.
Okay. Let's leave it there. I think I just have one or two questions. In your evidence, Mr. Cham, you did mention that JLMA developed a booklet to track the movement of animals in and outside the country. How was this exercise performed before the departure of the former president and after his departure?
I don't understand.
Mr. Cham,
The attestations.
now, in your evidence, if I may be right, I think you said you have a booklet.
Attestation.
I'm not talking, this has nothing to do with attestation. This have to do with tracking of animals, more especially mission animals.
Tracking.
Tracking, yes. You don't have a device, for example, or a booklet that you use to track animals?
When they are lost.
Not even when they are lost, generally.
Not that I'm aware of. I've been in GLMA since day one of its inception. We set up the agency up to today. I've never heard about that. I don't know. Maybe when I left, they developed it because I retired since 20.
Okay, Mr. Cham, how do you take stock of livestock in the country?
Oh, that's not in our area. That's on the Department of Livestock Services.
Under the Department of
We do
Livestock
the
Services.
livestock population census.
Okay, a very final one. Who was the PS then in 2017, 2018 to 2019? Just out of curiosity, I want to know.
The PS.
Yes, the Permanent Secretary, Agriculture.
No, they keep on rolling, but I think, I'm not sure, but we had a lot of turnovers of, but I think it was Sedrame.
It was drama.
I'm not sure, but it can be correct. I stand to be corrected because we had the Baijabang, we had Jalo, we had Sedrame. I mean, we had just. But I think,
You know, this one will interest me because I sit in the Agriculture Committee.
okay.
And having to spend on taxpayers' money for equipment to support an agency or an institution, there should be that form of accountability. And you did mention that some time back, the government bought some electronic weighing machines. Can you tell this committee the condition of those machines and how many are they? If possible, where are they stationed?
No, those machines are now, they are not being used. Sorry,
Those machines have not been used for a long time. They are in the store in Abuko. They are not used. Most of them have been returned to Abuko after they have not been used.
So, meaning the government spent money on equipments that were not useful. Wrong or right?
Yes, it's true.
It's true.
That's why the board hesitated, but it was a directive
So, do you find a replacement for them?
for the scales.
Yes.
No, because I told you, these scales, they are not feasible. They are not feasible. Nobody is using scales in the sub-region for animals. And that's why, I mean, even when the president gave directive that scales should be purchased, the board gave a deaf ear. It took time before they, unless they had to force, then they bought. They were even looking for manual scales, they couldn't, they had to buy, they said, what they have in the market is electronic scales.
Okay, Mr. Cham, you being the chairperson of GLMA Board of Directors, what is your position or your take in neglecting the legal provisions that guide your operations, taking reference on the GLMA Act, letter F?
We disagree.
Letter F, I can read. Introduce the use of livestock weighing scales and bands for determining live weights of marketed animals destined for slaughter and prices. Because in your evidence there was something that you said. And, you know, I may differ with you considering the fact that it's a legal provision. And I wouldn't expect for one to ignore a legal provision for the simple reason that maybe it doesn't suit you as an individual or as an institution. What will be your take? And what actions will you take to remedy that situation, since it is a legal provision?
Okay. Honorable Chair, for your information. Okay. You are calling me as the chairman. Okay, I'm chairman now. Okay. This weighing thing is not applicable. And I can even show you now that it should be amended. It should be taken out of this act. We are planning to amend our act because we have, after working with it for quite a long time, we have realized that certain provisions are not applicable. So the only way is to send it to the National Assembly, you look at it and change it. And the area is even marked. That thing has to go away.
No,
go out.
Mr. Chair,
Yes?
let's forget about the repeal or the amendment.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Let's look at it in this context that is already a legal provision. Why are we not acting on it? That's my
We cannot
question.
act on it. It's not applicable. We cannot.
So
Farmers have rejected it. And I've cited the examples for you. That Gambia, this is a free market. It's a free market. By weighing, it's price control. And our source markets are outside. We import. We are saying that 90% of the animals you slaughter here are all imported. You buy those animals on face value. You bring them here and they ask you to weigh. What if you spend $40,000, you weigh and get $30,000? You'll be kicked out of business.
no, Mr. Chan, let me just come because I just want to draw a curtain around this.
Okay.
For me, it's about a legal provision. It shouldn't be a problem whether if you buy an animal in Senegal, you bring it in the Gambia, you weigh it, you are going to incur a loss. For me, it isn't about that. For me, it's about applying the laws of the land. And why is the agency not applying the laws of the land that actually guide their work?
Honorable Chair.
No, honorable member.
Honorable member. Laws are meant for people. All right? If they are draconian, you cannot apply them. It's not serving the purpose. It's killing the business.
Mr. Chan,
Yes?
you know where I differ with you? Because you said this particular provision of the law is meant to control pricing. And for me, the perspective I have, this particular provision is meant to establish fair pricing and fair trading.
Mr. Witness, Chair,
Yes, sir.
let me intervene. I can see there is a pull and push. Now let's leave it as that. The committee will take a decision.
Okay.
Can you go to your next?
No, then I think I will hold it here and allow others to come in.
Thank you. This juncture will allow the Honorable Sir.
Thank you. Honorable. Thank you. Yes. But we'll see the amendment. We'll bring it to the National Assembly and please change it for us.
I'm in that committee.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cham.
Thank you.
Mr. Cham, my first question to you is, who was the director during the time you were deputy director? Who was your director?
Well, I served under two directors within a short time because I served when this thing started. The late Bakari Baji was the director when all this arrangement started. Then I think in August or September, he was retired and Dr. Jallo was reinstated. No, Dr. Jallo was the director. But there was a time, the former government, they sacked almost all our directors. About 15 or 20 of them, we are all sacked. So when this new government took place, they realized that there's a lot of brain drain So they took a decision to reinstate all the.
Yeah, it's okay, Mr. Cham. And the reason why I asked the question was, I wanted to know whether you were acting based on the directive of your director, or were you acting on your own?
No, sir. I was acting based on the directive of my director.
Mr. Cham, during your discussion with the lead counsel, when it comes to administrative procedures, in which you are fully aware, you were written to from your ministry to act. You reply and mention the reason why you can act. From there, you were called by the lead counsel on a meeting that you had together, and then you acted. You acted without going through the court order, knowing what was required of you before your actions. As an administrator, was that right?
Well, I considered the commission then to be a commission of law, established by law, and they could not have ordered me to do something when the urgency was expressed that things are delayed, and I turn it down like that. So as a matter of courtesy, I did not maintain that they have to write to me officially before I act at that juncture. Since our predicament was about to be addressed, as we were complaining those logistical bottlenecks, they said, okay, here we are going to take care of those things. So are you ready now to do it? So to say no at that juncture was very difficult for me, definitely.
But you said no before. Before you right to say no, because you want 2, 3 to happen. You said no.
No, even for the lead counsel, she wrote first.
No, before the lead counsel, before she called you, you were written to.
By the lead counsel?
By your ministry,
yes,
according to your statement.
Even the lead counsel
also wrote to you,
yes,
and then you replied to say you need these things to happen.
Yes.
You did not agree.
Yes.
And then by then you didn't go through, you didn't have even the court order.
Yes.
And then after meeting with the lead counsel, you went ahead with their request.
Yes.
Have you seen where it leads you today?
Yes.
That you were acting blindly?
That's why I said it's a learning point.
Mr. Cham,
yes,
you said when you went to Kanilai, the first day you started tagging the cattle. But according to your statement, all were on tag.
Yes.
But if you look at the report from the commission, all animals have numbers, meaning they were all tagged.
In Kanilai?
No, all the animals here, they have numbers. I'm seeing, the one I'm seeing here.
All the animals?
Let's say in Kanilai.
Okay.
They all have numbers. Is it true?
No.
That's not true. Mr. Cham, if you look at paragraph 5 of your statement, you were basing your price based on what? Visual assessment.
Yes.
That by looking, you assess. But when the secretary to the commission, the former secretary came here, according to him, he said you were the one responsible of valuing those animals. Is it right? Your team from GLMA.
Yes.
You were responsible of valuing those animals.
Yes.
And you were doing your valuation based on meat value. You look at the animal, you were holding a small calculator, you calculate and give the kilos and give the price. Was that right?
That's interesting. That's very interesting. As I told you, how can you... Sorry. That is not possible. It's very impractical. Because, as I told you, to determine the amount of meat from a carcass, an animal, you have to know the weight of the animal first, the actual weight of the animal, the live animal. All right? And the meat value is, the carcass weight is 50% of the live weight. Say, for example, if a bull, a live bull, weighs 200 kilos, when you kill it and dress it, remove the...
Yeah, that one is very clear.
Okay.
My question is, based on your reply, that was not correct.
To use calculators and calculate
Yes.
there and then for each animal.
Yes.
500 plus for each animal.
For each animal, you look at the animals and say this is 8 kilos, and then you calculate 8 and say 8 by the current
Animal by
price.
animal,
The
animal by
current
animal.
price, you give it out.
No.
Because that's what you have seen here.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not impossible. That's
Mr. Cham, looking at the animals according to you, your statement, you said when you first went to try to tag them and label them, it was difficult. You end up grouping them based on their sizes,
after we have tagged
the first ones.
how do you call them? The suckling.
Yes, animals. After you have tagged them, later on based on grouping them. How were you able to group them?
Based on their size.
Based on their size.
Yeah.
You pick them and group them at one end.
Looking at them, you can identify whether this is a small animal. Just looking at the head, look at the animal. This one, you know this is a small animal. This one is medium size. Oh, this one is large. This one is extra large. That's how we did it.
So what were you using by then?
Just visual examination.
But by looking at the animal, according to you, you can see the animal now. Next minute it's over there.
No, then if you are there, we will mark you. We have to get.
What are you using to mark them?
Right?
What we are using to mark them?
We had sticks with our paint.
You have sticks. What was the length of those sticks?
Meter and a half.
Your diagram said you had a long stick that you use. Was that a correct statement? A long stick because you were unable to read them.
We have to, because in fact some animals will mark 3 times on their body. The flank, the thigh, the face. We just mark them, make sure that the paint stays as many times as we can.
Mr. Cham,
Yes.
can you agree with me that GLMA, because I will not say Mr. Chambers, GLMA failed in their responsibility during this valuation process?
That
GLMA failed in their responsibility during this valuation process.
in all aspects.
Yes, I can say in all aspects.
Well, we did everything in good faith and to the best of our ability under the circumstances.
Mr. Cham,
Yes, sir.
you were the one doing the evaluation. Were you keeping your own records?
No?
One. You were not keeping your own record.
Yeah.
That's a failure.
I mean, the task assigned to us was not to keep records.
Now, well, Mr. Cham,
Yes.
if we are given an assignment to do an evaluation, you value the animal or you value what you have valued and give a price.
Yes.
And when you are given a price, you base your price on something.
Yes.
As you mentioned, you are tagging them or you are painting them. You can say tag 1001 and paint, green paint is costing $10. Why are you keeping those records?
They were keeping it on the ground.
No, I'm referring to you.
Me?
Your team, you are keeping
No.
After doing the process, did they give you a report?
No.
Is not a failure also to you?
No.
They gave you an assignment. You complete the assignment without your own record. And the guy who gave you the assignment didn't give you a report of your assignment or the record of your assignment. Today you are here, you cannot compare what you gave as evaluation and what they have mentioned in the book as the right figures. So where are we?
Yeah, in that aspect, I'm saying that's a lapse. I agree with you. But I told you, from the onset, we didn't know that this was the plan. All right? That you just help us to determine the values and we will keep the records because we have the materials to keep the records. So we didn't know that this was something planned. There was something in the pipeline for us. I don't mean that we are just asked to say, okay, you are responsible for the valuation, do the work for us. We would have taken control and over everything. But where you define the roles into two, we just want you to do this for us. This is our area. So I told you, I thought maybe as a commission of inquiry, these people are keeping these records. They don't want their records to go outside before they finish their work. Everything should be in confidential to them. That was the perception.
Yes, based on that perception, as you mentioned, is why they are blaming you. Because when they came here, when they were asked, the response was clear. The question I put to the witness was, who was responsible? He said no answer on your behalf. That you gave him these figures. You gave him these kilograms. Your team gave him this kilogram because on your behalf.
No, we did not estimate the weight of a single animal.
So that was a wrong statement.
Yeah. We did not determine the sex of a single animal. We did not tag all the animals.
Mr. Cham, when we went to inspect these animals, who did you meet on the ground?
At Kalilai.
On both the three areas?
No, I think at Kalilai, I think we met, I think, two soldiers in civilian clothes helped us because they led us.
There was no difficulty. You went and you have it very easy.
Yes, they led us.
Thank you. Mr. Cham, have you ever bought animals or cattle for the former president during his time outside the Gambia?
Many times.
Can you please tell me, during that time, what was the minimum weight price of those animals you were buying, those cattle that you were buying? What was the minimum price?
You know, for the president, this was a long time.
Can I the mic, please?
This was a long time, and we used to buy, and we never bought animals for him in Gambia here.
Outside here?
Yeah, outside, in CFA, in dollars.
What was the minimum price?
Maybe 15, because when we went to Mauritania, these young bulls would cost, if you convert it, maybe around $7,000. These young bulls.
Oh, what was the age? Less than 1 year?
No, they were more than 1 year. They call them bull, small bulls, young bulls. You know, but for him, I mean, he will specify. He will specify the type of animals he wants. He has his specifications that you look for, you buy and come and deliver them.
So, Mr. Cham, the reason why I am asking this question to you is based on the price that you were given and based on the price animals were sold. That's why I'm trying to compare these animals. I'm trying to ask you this question because you were one time involved in buying for him.
Yeah, that's why I said leaving us out from the sales really caused a problem. Because if we were there, having done the valuation, we would have ordered better guided. We would have better guided the process. But why were we left out of the sale? Why? One should ask that question. Why were we not part of the sale? Because we did, this is us, we are still fresh in our mind. We could have been there to offer guidance.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, you did valuation and there was no follow-up of your report And when they were doing the sales, you were not invited to be part of the sales.
Yes.
And then these were the figures they were using as a guideline to do those sales. And the figures they were using as a guideline, according to them, they say that it comes from your office.
Yeah, but these figures are not accurate. That's why I said, if we had
The mic.
yes. But, honorable member, why were we, as we participated in the, this is very normal, somebody who participated in the valuation to also participate in this. It's very normal. But why were we isolated? Why were we not included in the sale? If we were there, maybe these things would have been proven there and then. This, you see, would have been proven. And would have guided the process to know these things were priced at this and this and this. The rates would have seen the fresh in our head. But the question is why? Why we are not involved? And it's deliberate. And we are told that we should not be part of the sale. Why? Who said that we should not be part of the sale?
Mr. JANNEH Cham, we are animals in State House. We are cattle in State House.
During our...
So do you go to State House to inspect?
No. We did not go to State House.
You not go to State House?
No.
You only visit only these 3 areas?
Yes.
Mr. Cham, you made mention that during the political impasse, according to information that you got, animals were taken away. What was the period? During which period were they taken away?
I think the political impasse was in January, Abi?
When JANNEH was around, because JANNEH was here in January.
Yes.
Was that possible?
Yes.
Because the reason of asking that question, we all knew when JANNEH said, no, I am not living. Nobody has the gut to take his animals, and everybody thought that he is no more living. So that's why I'm asking this question. After he left, or during his time here?
During the impasse. Because they say this man would say he will claim this animal on the pretext that he is sent by the State House.
Mr. Jam, do you believe in that statement? Because by then there were no correct or proper account of the current animals that were within these 3 areas. There was no correct account. You didn't go, there was no correct inventory. There was no inventory in that period. The last inventory was when? According to your listing, was in 20?
In August 2016.
2016, when JANNEH was around.
Yeah.
So when JANNEH left in what? In 2017 or 2018 per se. There was a big gap. So will you compare these 2 figures to say because of the guy was killing, according to his statement, he killed almost 400 cattle within a short period of time. Was that true?
Well, that is the report we got from the farm manager. He did not tell us the numbers. He said this man would come there on the pretext that he's sent by the State House. And he became suspicious. He started recording. He said he would come and slaughter 10. Sometimes he'll go away with 10. Then he started recording. That's what he said. And in front of everybody. It wasn't a secret. He said,
who was this man?
Pardon?
Who was this man who was recording?
Who was telling us?
Yeah, the one who you spoke to.
He's the farm manager at Farato.
At Farato.
I asked him about the whereabouts of the man. He said he was even arrested, but the man escaped.
Arrested by who?
The military police.
During JANNEH's time?
Well, he said he was arrested, but he escaped. He's in exile.
It's like, I don't think that statement was correct. No. I'm not saying that it was you. For me, after analyzing things, I don't think that it was a correct statement.
Okay.
Because we all know JANNEH very well. Before you touch one of even his little thing in his area, you must think twice. Than slaughtering 400 on his behalf without you calling to say ABC and this happening in Farato. Mr. Cham, Just the last one, because I know my other colleagues want to say something or ask a question to you, and then there is no time. Mr. Cham, based on your statement, when it comes to the still issue of doing the valuation and also giving out the prices to the then Secretary to Cabinet, because he was the one assigned for you to work with.
Secretary to Cabinet.
Secretary to the Commission. I saw in I think it's 8 where monies were paid to your team, 5,000 across the board. Was that right? For evaluators, directors, drivers, was that correct?
Yes, sir. The only payment we received from the Ministry of Justice.
According to we are 650.
Yes.
So those amounts were not correct.
Pardon?
Those amounts were not paid to you.
No.
Thank you.
The only time we received money was from Ministry of Justice.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wisnet. Thank you so much. It's already 7 o'clock, and there are a few questions from the members. 2 things. We know you've been sitting here for a long time.
Yes, sir.
2 things is either we stretch you for another 45 minutes, or we release you, you come tomorrow morning and take that 45 minutes.
No, please, let's continue.
You wish to take the 45 straight?
Yes.
Well, okay. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cham, for the valuable information that you are giving us to help our committee in the discharge of our duties as far as this special committee is concerned. Now, just to piggyback on the issue that was raised earlier by the lead counsel, in terms of the evaluation, I know you've already confirmed that the way the evaluation was done was not based on the meat, like you look at it, you said this is the maybe number of kilograms, and you multiply by, so that you already cleared with my. Now, then the other issue on the same was that you raised the issue of painting the animals and then classifying them like small, medium, and large. Why was that done?
Because it was not feasible to tag.
Okay. So you categorize them based on those 3 sizes, small, medium, and 4 sizes, yeah. And then each size you put a price on it.
Yes.
So then we can say that, in fact, it was GLMA that gave those prices to the commission.
Yes.
That's the JANNEH commission.
Yes.
Okay. Now, earlier you said that the GLMA doesn't have experts in valuations. Is that correct?
Yes.
But then why did you go ahead not doing what you've previously done before with the previous president, where you engage other people, for example, at the Abuko, that assist you? And I think you've mentioned 1 or 2 people to mention. So what was different in this situation? Why didn't you do what you have done before, which made it really very, very good for you on your side? But why didn't you involve other experts in the business to help in valuation?
That's what we did. That's Buba Kota.
You gave, Kota. Okay. The Kota that,
in fact, for him, the reason why you chose him,
okay.
He deals in only cattle.
Okay, only cattle.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same Kota that did the evaluation and also bought for himself?
Yes, yes. He confirmed to me that he bought 2 animals.
Okay. Now, in your time at GLMA and with all the experience you have professionally, you've realized that actually there are certain breeds in the Gambia, breeds of cattle, like the Ndama cattle, Zebo, etc. Now, do they all fetch the same price? For example, when I go to Abuko now to buy a Ndama cattle, would it fetch the same price as a different type of cattle that is actually there? Would it fetch the same price?
It all depends on the size.
So we mean if the size
the bigger the animal, the higher the cost, irrespective of the breed.
Okay, so you are saying that
the breed of the animal actually doesn't really matter.
No.
So what matters is just only the size.
Yeah, for rams, some people, specifically in Toboski, they'll come and say they want jalunke.
Yes.
The jalunke is the West African dwarf.
Yes.
They call them citizen, because according to most people, the meat of the citizen tastes better than the crossbred. So, but it's smaller in size.
So you are just confirming that in terms of the breed, if you go to the smaller ruminants, actually maybe that may be important.
Yeah, but it's large ruminant.
But for the cattle, essentially,
it's not significant. It's just the bulk you're looking at.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. That's all I have, Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Cham,
yes, sir.
My first question is, in your opinion, is it ethical for somebody who took part in the valuation of the animals to participate in buying that animal?
Well, under normal circumstances, no. But however, these are people we really trust. These are people it's just like a family with us. We train them, we capacitize them. Even our registration, when we are doing our licensing, these people helped us a lot in collecting our license. And we give them loans to promote their business. So they know that everything they gain is through GLMA. All the markets they sell it is built by agricultural projects. So they are our major stakeholders, we work with them. So we found them, the people we work with, we find them to be very credible, to be people of integrity. We don't engage all of them, but there are selected few that we really trust. We engage them in the implementation of our activities.
The second question is, in one of your responses to the council, you initiated that there's a kind of fear from your side when you said, at the time, one of the reasons why you didn't carry out the order is at that point in time, how can you go to the farm, which is manned by soldiers, to tell them that we've come to take over? You said that. That means there's a factor of fear. When was that? Was that during JANNEH's time, or was that during the current government's time?
Well, in the first place, it's not fear per se, but protocols. It's not fear per se. I know they will not shoot at me when they see GLMA 2 or GLMA 1. But then, give me what you have without any evidence. It's very difficult.
You used the word, are we crazy? I thought that was like fear factor.
No, it's not fear factor, but for me, it's not, I mean, a mature man cannot do that. Just walk into somebody's military camp and say, they've asked us to come and take these animals from you. They think that we are not mature. I suppose you know how security men think. Command, they said, I don't know, command and control. Yeah, so, I mean, that's, but when the agency now choose to lead us, the commission now is leading, well, we thought maybe they have done the arrangements on their own.
And the other question is, if you are to go by your own statement, you said in a free market you have a willing buyer and a willing seller, and therefore there is, weighing does not matter there. But why then an estimated weight of the animals, if it is just bargaining, free willing buyer and willing seller? But yet still, GLMA was there to give an estimated weight of the animals.
Sir, we did not. We did not, because it's not realistic. It's not realistic.
The last question now is, the former secretary to the JANNEH Commission, Kurak, told this committee that prices are rich. That is his own word. Prices are rich based on the estimated weight of the animal, and the cost of the kilo at the time, which was 180. That is why if you look at all those weights, if you multiply them by 180, you get the exact amount.
You mean?
Do you agree to that?
The cost of kilowatt meat.
At the time was 180.
So
that is why if you look at the estimates there, if you divide the weight, if you multiply the weight by 180, you get the price.
So, are you buying meat or are you buying cattle? So that's the funniest part. And I told you is they are intelligent, they are professionals, but in this thing is livestock. If you don't do livestock, you want to use your accounting or computer science, you'll miss. This is not accounts. This is livestock. This is why we all have our specialities. You know, so it doesn't make sense.
Does not make sense. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Council, any further clarification before we close? We are almost 7 o'clock. Or after 7?
Actually, after 7. But Honorable Chair, I just have a couple of questions. Mr. Cham, I'm very sorry. I know you are tired. Mr. Cham, let's get into the questions just quickly. You mentioned that Buba was identified by the agency.
By me.
By you particularly.
Yes.
To accompany the team, the tagging and valuation exercise.
Yes, ma'am.
How was Mr. Buba Kotra identified, considering that the agency keeps a register of traders, or should I call them cattle dealers? How was he identified?
Yeah, because he is an executive member of the GLMA Market Committee. And this gentleman helps us a lot during our registration exercises. And he's a very proactive guy. And I can say he can read and write, he's smart, and he's a man of integrity. In fact, anytime we want to embark on this registration exercise, he will come with updates, with information, so that we can update our register, so that we register more people. So he's not the only one, but we have some very, very dedicated stakeholders who really help us or the agency in the establishment, in the execution of our mandate. So that's why and he is also specialized in cattle. You have dealers in small ruminants, others in large ruminants. So for him, he never sell sheep or goat, just cattle. And every week he's at the market, either in the Gambia or outside Gambia. Sometimes even agencies would give him contracts to purchase animals on their behalf when they have programs or when they have projects they want to supply cattle to communities. Sometimes they give him contracts to do those for them. So it's just a matter of reliability.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cham. Mr. Cham, before we close, are you aware whether the former president owned any other type of livestock apart from cattle? Any other type of livestock apart from cattle? Did he own any, the former president? Are you aware?
Well, President, as far as livestock is concerned, he was into everything. He used to buy rare sheep and goats. Even State House here in Banjul, he used to keep very big rams in State House. I was involved in treating some of his rams there. But for this particular case, we did not find any sheep or goat in Kalilai. None in Farato. I said we found 2 or 3 wool sheep, very big. No, this wool sheep.
Okay. All right.
In Banjul, we did not find any sheep or goats.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Cham. And last question. This time is definitive. Prior to the former president leaving the country and leaving power, were you aware of any other farms where he kept animals apart from Kanilai, Banjolinding, and Farato?
Yes. In fact, our guy used to go to Sifo.
There was a farm in Sifo?
Yes.
Okay.
But we were told that there were no animals in Sifo. All the animals in Sifo were brought to Farato. That there are no animals in Sifo.
Who told you that there were no animals in Sifo?
I think either Mr. John or even at the farm in Farato.
Okay.
They told us there are no animals in Sifo.
All right. Thank you very much. That is all, Honorable Chair.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Cham. I think you've taken a lot of your time today.
All.
But we will thank you for being with us and with the information that you've provided for this committee. I think it's very useful for the committee. But like we used to say, we are doing this work together because it's for our country, not so?
Yes, sir.
So please bear with us. In case we need you back, we will communicate for you to reappear. Maybe we will need you again. I'm not too sure yet, but we will deal with that with the councils. So thank you so very much for coming. Yeah. And we will release you for today. Okay. And you are released to go. Okay. And we'll thank council and members of the committee, and of course our National Assembly colleagues, the clerk, office of the clerk, and all media personnel present. We will close the meeting for today, and we will resume tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock on the 30th of July 2025. Meeting closed.